everybody? It's us. We are live.
It is indeed.
Oh,
We
there
are
we go.
here.
It's like, oh no, I forgot to unmute him or something. No, it is I, it is Vid, and with me is Legion, everyone's favorite gold caster.
Now casting platinum.
Diamond.
Well, actually, can't say now because I did this last week too. But you guys will be seeing more of me. I'm excited. We get more League of Legends content.
Oh yes, and it means that I have a consistent caster for gold, which is awesome.
It's
Your
money.
fast friend is louder than you. Oh, how do I turn you down then?
That's a solid question.
How's this solid question? He's at 69% right now. Ah.
Nice.
Nice. All right, so let's hop into the first game and fix our volume problems as they go. Our first game here is BDL and the Goon Squad versus Unlucky Retribution. Can you hear me now, Atsa? Or do I just really need to get in there on the mic? Oh, Jack turned the gain down. Still quiet, still quiet. Jack turned the gain down. That might be a... Yeah, I think that was... that. So on the blue side, we have BDL and the Goon Squad. In the top lane, we have 2019 Offended on Rise. In the jungle, Chief Maj on Lee Sin. In the mid, Call Me Senpai, but ooh. Saigadam forcing a flash from No Fear Matson with his own flash.
That's a decent trade. We'll take that trade. We'll take that trade.
I'll just keep trying to adjust the volume until it gets better for everybody. Yeah, meanwhile, Call Me Senpai in the mid lane on Corki, and in the bot lane, BDL and No Fear Matson on Kaisa and Morgana.
Alright, and on the red side, we've got Unlucky Retribution. We've got Gavi in the top lane on Jax, Player John in the jungle on Olaf, Tommy Tsunami in the mid lane playing Zillion, and Robbie Ravioli and Saigadam in bot lane on Twitch and Blitzcrank.
Tommy Tsunami and Robbie Ravioli. They immediately win Best Name in the game. So, yeah, that Blitzcrank, Saigadam has been playing, like, all hook pick champs. Blitzcrank, Nautilus, and now with these new Blitzcrank changes, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of those, or just more of those banned from him.
Yeah, I expect so. If people still aren't used to the new hook range, I'm not used to the new hook range. I don't know anybody who is, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it for a little while longer until people start figuring it out.
Yeah, I mean, like, what was that thing that he can do? He can pull the blue buff from, like, River now.
So you can pull red side blue buff from River, and you can stand on. It's a little risky, but you can stand on the blast cone on the backside of Dragon Pit in blue side jungle. You can pull red to the blast cone, and if you auto blast cone immediately, red buff actually goes into Dragon Pit.
Okay, yeah, I want to see that at some point because
I want to see that attempted at least.
Yeah,
that's just that is some nonsense.
That would just be ridiculous, and that would be something that I just love. Yeah, so meanwhile, you know, Call Me Senpai on the Corki. Really, they have 3 late game lanes here on BDL and the Goon Squad.
They sure do, and something else that's interesting is they've got 2 ADCs who do mixed damage. Of course, Corki does more mixed damage than Kaisa does, depending on what Kaisa builds, but it's going to be very difficult for Unlucky Retribution to itemize against this.
Yeah, and yeah, you've got obviously Rise with just that machine gun magic damage. Lee Sin's going to be doing a lot of physical damage, and then with both the carries in the mid and bot, they're going to be completely mixed. Adaptive Helm is like Adaptive Helm and then Thornmail maybe for Kaisa. Maybe not.
I was thinking like. Something with any attack speed slow. I mean, if Kaisa goes the crit build...
Ooh, but Chief Maj is here. Saigadam pulls him in. He's knocked up. I think he's going to die. He does. BDL takes first blood, however. But the bot lane of Unlucky Retribution pulls a kill back.
Yeah, may have been a little forced, but they got the first blood, so they'll call worth. They get more assist gold, too, which is really helpful for them.
Yeah, that ends up being...
That's what Lee Sin wants to be doing, is getting off a lot of these early pressure ganks.
Yeah, and that, I mean, first blood feels a lot nicer like when you split it between two, rather than when like you get another kill and split it between two, because you get 100 gold each rather than 75, and I think that nice round 100 is just much friendlier.
It feels more satisfying.
Yeah. Because like 75 gold, what's that? That's like, that's nothing basically. But 100 gold, that's two zeros right there.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, 2019 offended. He had been getting knocked around by Gavi a little bit in the beginning, but it looks like he has found his footing in this lane. A couple CS up above this Jax.
Yeah, he's got the current level lead. It should equalize out here in a second. If I was Jax, I would want to be putting that pressure as much as possible, because there gets to a point with Ryze in lane where you don't have threat on him pretty much at all, really. He just cages you and then he walks away with phase rush. It's not fun.
Yeah, especially if he gets his hands on a Seraph's Embrace anytime soon. He's just going to be pretty much completely unkillable by this Jax.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Gavi, either he's got to go super aggressive early, or he's got to play for the really late game where he can just jump on BDL and then make sure that he does nothing in that fight with the Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I mean, there is a 2.5 item that I see for Jax, assuming we're staying with this side lane matchup where he's got the Triforce, he's got the Shojin.
Ooh.
If he picks up a Hex Drinker...
Oh, 2019 offended flashes away and forces Gavi's flash. Oh, but he might have stayed a little bit... No, Player John is actually taking too much damage to...
There's too many minions. I don't think Player John has any other...
Oh, and the overstay costs him his life.
Really nice by Chief Maj there to hold his Q, just stand there with the threat, force the flash out early.
Yeah, it's a good flash bait. It looked like Player John was just it looked like he was just trying to like, okay, I'm gonna just flash here so that when he throws his Q, it's not gonna hit. And then, of course, Chief Maj held that. So pretty disastrous gank in the top side for Unlucky Retribution. Chief Maj with the return kill after 2019 offended actually got Gavi's flash. And we might see a little bit of a 1v1 here. Player John gets the other slow, and Tommy Tsunami is coming in. Chief Maj flashes away, but Player John sped up, slows down the Lee Sin. They're running him down, and can he get him? One last attack will do it with the Zillion. Oh, but now the bot lane is here, but Saigadam already used his rocket grab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit of an overstep from Chief Maj there, trying to take Raptors. It's still very early into the game. It was only about 6.5 minutes when Player John went down. That back timer isn't enough to allow you to counter jungle like that.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just like taken one, probably. Like taken the big one.
Yeah, he could have taken the big one.
Oh, but Player John does manage to steal away the blue. Now 2019 offended is here. Call me Senpai running up. He Valkyrie's over, and Player John's gonna go down again. And now Gavi, he might have bit off more than he can chew because he's stuck in a 1v3, and he goes down to the Rise.
Yeah, that's I mean it's the same problem from the other team. The death timers are not long enough to be going for that kind of invade, and good on 2019 offended. I don't know if he actually, I think there's a ward at the entrance of that, unless it was just placed that he saw Player John walk into the jungle, but good on him to rotate and catch that.
Yeah, that was a smart rotation because he knew that his mid laner could come in, and of course Chief Maj was respawning. But now we might see something here. Robbie Ravioli, oh, he does get rooted, but the spray and pray is on. He gets it onto No Fear Mats, and one more auto attack does it.
Yeah,
oh, the flash forward forces BDL's flash heal.
And the heal. Yeah. It's actually kind of surprising to me that Robbie Ravioli was a level up, considering he had actually just roamed mid and left lane XP.
Yeah, left lane XP and didn't get that kill onto Call Me Senpai, but somehow still managed to be 6 right before BDL and No Fear Matson were. And it meant that the spray and pray came out before Matson could react, really. And Robbie Ravioli got the kill. Love that name.
Yeah, it looks like Jax is going for the slightly more aggressive route. You can either take Phage first or Sheen first. He's opted for Sheen first, so maybe looking for maybe expecting Player John to spend a little bit more time up top lane before Ryze does come online to try and get some kills. slow down his item progress.
Yeah, and of course, Rise on the tier does not quite have the full Archangels yet, and Player John is going to make sure that he's going to try and punish that as much as possible, so he forces 2019 Offended's ult. But Call Me Senpai has the package. Ooh.
That was close.
Yeah, before these Blitzcrank changes, you would just be like, oh yeah, there's no way that he's ever gonna hit that. He's just waiting for him to overstay. But oh, looks like someone overstayed, and it was Saigadam. He's gonna go down. He gets the Zillion ult on him. Double bomb is not going to stun anyone, and he's alive for now. Player John running in, trying to slow down Matson, and they're trying to find something back for this. The ultimate comes out, Ragnarok on. He hits Chief Maj. That's gonna be the pull back, and Chief Maj goes down.
Yeah, that's just the Olaf special right there. Pops ult, can't be slowed down, can't be stopped, runs at you, throws axes.
Yeah, I mean, after they use
That's
the Dragon's Rage and No Fear Matson's Black Chains, it's like, yeah, you don't have very many ways to peel someone off, so Player John knew that he could just hold that ultimate until he really needed to run.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really anyone for Chief Maj to actually hit with the Dragon's Rage. He used it after he got pulled in to kind of kick Saigadam back into the enemy team, but
Oh, yeah, Robbie Ravioli going into Beto. Forces the stopwatch, but I think that's all she wrote for the Kaisa, unless...
It was a really nice ult.
Very
kind of
good
baited
killer
him out
instinct.
with that.
Yeah, and
I think Robbie
Ravioli
Ravioli actually ended up canceling an auto there because of the ult. He autoed one more time thinking it was a kill, and he might have been in range for another if Spray and Pray was still active.
Yeah, and I think he also healed because he thought, I guess the killer instinct faked him out, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta use it." Wait, what was that? That was kind of what I thought. I just saw the shield appear. I was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Right, he moved suddenly. Must heal.
It's because he's
I don't blame him. The 2018-2019 season has been so terrifying to be an AD carry player.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you just get paranoid, man.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I've just thought that, oh god, I'm out of position for a Nocturne ult or something, and it's like, oh wait, I played against Nocturne last game.
Yeah, you hear the Rengar ult activate, and you just start recalling and pray. You're like, I'm going back. I'm leaving.
I don't care if that Rengar's on my team. I need to go back. I'm not messing with a Rengar. But Saigadam's in this bush. Home. Sneaky, sneaky. Is he going to be able to get it? Pulls in Matson. And we do see the 2v2. Matson uses the stopwatch, and now Twitch is stunned. He is still going to be able to get Matson, and a dive on the top lane turret is going to take down Gavi.
Props to Matson for saving his AD carry there. Walked in front of the pole. He's like, yep, I got you. We mispositioned on this one. I'll take it.
Yeah, and I guess he didn't have Black Shield available or something,
either that or for some reason it dropped off rather quickly. But maybe he Black Shielded Kaisa just in case the hook. I mean, the hook hitbox has some shenanigans on it.
Oh, but they're gonna dive here. Saigadam has the aftershock on. BDL is not gonna be able to find Robbie Ravioli, but 2019 Offended Chief Maj both coming in. That's going to be the kill onto Saigadam, possibly? Yes. Rise is going to find Robbie Ravioli on the run. Chief Maj is out of position, and Tommy Tsunami is going to pick up the kill there. So it's a 1-for-1 on this back-end engage.
Really good double TP coming out from Unlucky Retribution. Really fast on that. Realized they needed some way out of the dive. And it ended up saving Twitch's life.
Oh, but maybe Player John might be in trouble, but he still has Ragnarok, so I think, yeah, he's gonna be fine.
He's fine. He's good. I'm looking to see if Unlucky Retribution keep their current lane assignments, or if they want to start prioritizing this Rift Herald. Moving, it looks like they won't, but moving Twitch and Blitzcrank up top would give them more priority on this.
Yeah, it gives them a lot more priority on that. Oh, forcing Player John's Ragnarok because he got caught with a binding.
He does get pretty low there. He may end up having to reset. Of course, no rules of League of Legends apply to Olaf. He could definitely just heal it out.
Little aggressive there, Saigadam, and now might be a little bit overextended, but no, he's gonna live for now. For now, Chief Maj is on his red.
Whatever just happened to Gavi is the whole Rise lane in action right there.
Oh,
oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that feels bad, man.
That's rough. That overload is hitting for about 320 right now.
Yeah. And with turret plating just going down now, I think 2019 Offended might be able to just get the turret here and get first turret for BDel and the Goon Squad.
You're right. I think he does have it. It's quite low. That's a full wave. It's his.
Yeah, so a lot more gold going into the pockets of that Rise. He is 3,000 gold ahead of Gavi.
Yep. 3-0 and 3. 40 CS up. Has tower gold in his pocket. That's terrifying.
Yeah,
right
between
there.
him and like the 500 gold that Chief Maj has over Player John, they're literally keeping their team or actually they're ahead now, but they were keeping their team even in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Call me Senpai, he's out of mana, and yeah, that's dead.
Yeah. You don't have Valkyrie, you're gonna get double bombed. You've no options.
A little bit of shutdown gold going into the pockets of Unlucky Retribution, so that's good for them, but they might have given up a lot of damage on this turret. And Chief Maj is here. They're baiting the sneaky bait.
Chief Maj has been in this bot lane for about a minute now.
Oh, but they actually miss all of their CC. Robbie Ravioli kicked away from the Black Chains, but Chief Maj going to get in there under the turret with the resonating strike. And now No Fear Matson is also in trouble because he is caught between a bomb
the
and...
sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Yep.
And... Oh! Scumbag Sagadam. And Gavi's dead again.
Gavi is just not having the time of his life in this lane. As the kids would say, I'm straight up not having a good time.
Yo, I am just straight up not having a good time here.
He has no, and that's the issue with getting this far behind in a side lane. You have to be up there to catch wave. He was a little bit too far out, but we didn't see the first part of that fight, so we don't know what happened.
Player John, he doesn't even get the Rift Herald. Oh,
yeah,
now they're gonna play.
This Rise is just doing so much damage right now.
I mean, he's 5-0 and 3. He's got his Archangels. And just mouse over that to see. Yeah, 724 mana.
Yeah, and he's already got the Oblivion Orb too, so the pen means any magic resist that anyone on Unlucky Retribution do have basically doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, that's 30 penetration. The only person that has any magic resist, aside from runes and base, is Gavi.
Mm-hmm.
And so Gavi, with his Merc Treads, is hoping that maybe he can hit his Power Spike. As my brother likes to say when he plays Jax, he's just waiting for the 0 and 13 beat down Jax Power Spike.
And it is a meme, of course, but that does exist. There is a point where I think with enough items, he does get to a point where he at least doesn't die to the Rise. But it's Rise. You're not going to kill the dude in a 1v1 by running out.
Oh yeah, but Chief Maj is in trouble, but he's got a Rise on his side. Player John running forward, but he doesn't have Ragnarok, so that's a lot of damage. Oh, he misses an 410 damage from the upgraded Oblivion or the upgraded Overload. Chief Maj baits out the kill onto Player John. Now Tommy Tsunami gets pulled back. Chief Maj is taking damage. Gavi goes down, but he has the Chrono Shift on him. Gavi jumps away. He is going to live.
That actually worked out really well. Power Resilient, honestly. Chief Maj bit off a little bit more than he could chew, didn't recognize the rotation, and Corki just doesn't offer that kind of utility, so...
Yeah, and while Player John did end up just kind of face-tanking everything and dying, luckily he's 0-4, so he isn't really worth that much gold compared to this Lee Sin.
Not at the moment, and that's kind of the short stick that Olaf draws in this kind of game when it goes this way, is he just kind of face-tanks everything, and if he does his job correctly... Oof. That feels bad. Black Shield already burned.
Yeah. Yeah, when you can get the Black Shield down with the first explosion from your 2-bomb, then, yeah, Blitzcrank Pull is a very scary tool to be used against you. And this is going to mean that Unlucky Retribution is going to threaten this second Drake, Cloud Drake for them. Player John tanks that Sonic Wave. He has the might, and yeah, the flash over the wall by Chief Maj is not going to do it.
Not enough. It didn't actually get the smite off. It was already dead. Feels kind of bad.
Yeah, and I mean,
every time I look at, yeah, true. Every time I look at the Blitzcrank Q, new and improved, in open space with nothing else really going on, I just think to myself, damn, that really has some range on it now.
Yeah, like, it's one thing when you're like, oh yeah, it's just a little bit longer than it used to be. but then you look at it, and you're like,
Right,
holy
compared
crap,
to what it
that's
used
like,
to be,
yeah.
I didn't actually realize it was over 1,000 units to begin with. Now it's 1150.
Oh, call me senpai. Wait, so Robbie Ravioli was going back.
That's a miscommunication. That feels bad.
Hey, Saigadam,
But-
we're gonna need to have a little talk here about
That's
communicating with your
flashing
ADC.
right now.
At least
It's
you
okay.
got Call Me
Nobody
Senpai's
saw
flash.
anything. It's just recorded for everybody to see.
Oh yeah, it's not like we just put this on stream.
Nope.
Well, the good news is he did get Call Me Senpai's flash, so I'd actually say that's pretty close to worth. Support flash, support ignite, because it's not like there's a huge need for ignite right now.
Yeah, not necessarily. And at this point, I want to highlight the fact that any objective that BDEL wants to take is pretty much theirs. The difference in itemization in the top lane is obvious. We've talked about it. But Corki just hit his Trinity Force and BF Sword, and Kaisa is sitting on Manamune. So at this point, she is behind the Twitch, but that's as close as this itemization is going to get right now.
Ooh, Saigadam just dies.
That's a face check.
Yep. Yeah, you can't face check that. Baron's on the map.
And
No fear,
Robbie
Madsen's
Ravioli
here.
just lost almost all of his health bar.
And now it looks like player John's gonna lose all of his health bar, but look at that flash! Robbie Ravioli!
Oh, that was almost beautiful.
If Rise
Beautiful
weren't so
flash.
damn fed.
Yeah, if he didn't have the Archangel shield there, he 100% died.
Yeah, giant outplay by Robbie Ravioli, but unfortunately, there's only so much you can do to outplay a Rise that's that fed with that many ways to survive. And that would have been such a big kill for Robbie to get, because that's 1,000 gold in his pocket if he kills that Rise.
Yep, that's the 700 gold shutdown. He's this far ahead now. If they get that shutdown, he's gonna have another shutdown on top of that when he goes down.
Oh yeah, definitely. He'll probably have another 200 or 300 extra.
Yeah, it'd be about 300, 350.
And at this point, we do see 2,500 gold in favor of BDEL and the Goon Squad, which I have to say, I don't think many people expected this coming into this game. I mean, Unlucky Retribution, they are 3-2, but their 2 losses are against the PPC and Unlucky Ascension, who are the other 2, I'd say, top teams in the conference.
Yeah. Now, I'm thinking about ways back into the game right now for Unlucky Retribution. Probably getting this Baron is one of them.
Sneaky Baron is one of them.
They've done a good job of clearing vision. I think at this point, BDEL has started to sniff it out.
Yeah, they have definitely sniffed it out, but I think it's more about the bait here. Saigadam, once his pull comes back online, as long as Zillion can keep 2019 Offended busy. Oh, but he...
2019 Offended is getting pretty low. Oh, that's sad.
Oh, Tommy.
Oh, Baron, you traitor.
You traitorous Baron Nasher, killing Tommy Tsunami, and gives BDEL and the Goon Squad the inside track on this mid lane turret. But Chief Maj might have overstepped. Definitely overstepped. He is just dead.
It was a pretty kick, but he doesn't do damage, and he's got no backup.
Yeah, that is
this
kind
tower
of the problem.
should go down.
This Lee Sin pick, I mean, it was useful for getting everyone ahead, but oh boy. Oh boy. Now, Unlucky Retribution, they're on the run. Yeah, Saigadam going very low. He's about to go down because he is slowed and he is now dead. That is Robbie Ravioli. He's gonna get Kaisa before he goes down. Oh, gets a double kill. He gets Morgana too.
He also picks up No Fear Matson. This TP coming into mid lane means this push does stop here.
Player John, don't do it.
You have no health bar.
Oh, but he
you
doesn't
do
need
have
a
the
health
Chrono
bar.
Shift.
Oh, now Tommy Tsunami, he's dead. And
Yep.
Yeah, okay. That didn't work out the way that we
There
thought.
was just too much time waiting on Player John to respawn out of that stepping too far up just gets blown up by Rise.
Yeah,
Rise 10, 0, and 7 now has almost Flame Horizoned his lane. And they're gonna probably pick up this Drake for free.
Yeah, it is an Infernal Drake, so this is going to be great for the Rise. The Rise, who is currently 7,000 gold ahead of Gavi. He literally has more gold over Gavi than Gavi has.
I gotta give props to Unlucky Retribution because the big advantage is in the top lane. They've actually been able to secure the first 2 Drakes for themselves, so they're really not that far behind in objectives, but unfortunately none of those Drakes were an Infernal.
Yeah.
So that's not equalized. And Rise continues to just get stronger. He has the Hourglass finished. He's sitting on 2 rods, which we all know what that means.
That means that we are playing teamfight tactics, and he's
Right.
about to do 50% more spell damage.
For this composition, I need 5 rods early.
5
go.
rods. And meanwhile, Robbie Ravioli is like Robbie Ravioli and Tommy Tsunami. They are the bright spots here on Unlucky Retribution, and I think that oh boy, oh no,
It's doomed.
yep.
That's just that's just the lack of vision control that Unlucky Retribution have. They cannot safely walk into their jungle or Baron to ward, and this has been started up.
Yeah, and I mean huge missteps here across this game by player John and Gavi. And now Saigadam for going a little too far forward, but Call Me Senpai might go down. Gavi flashes into the fight. That's No Fear Matson with the stopwatch on him. 2019 offended also. Zanyazing, but he's stunned. He's killed. That's 1,000 gold, but it goes to the Blitzcrank.
At this point, you'll take it. He's
Yeah,
still got 550 left, and that was a really good fight for Unlucky Retribution. The Twitch got to open up on 3 members with Spray and Pray. He was basically completely untouched, and it gives them a leg back into this game.
Yeah, even though player John was picked, they managed to win that 4v5 there. And I think that was mostly on the back of Gavi managing to zone away so many people, and then allowing Gavi managed to zone a bunch of people after Call Me Senpai was taken very low. So I think that was what won them the fight, forcing out those stopwatches and forcing Beedal away from the fight. And now it looks like Unlucky Retribution's going to try for this Baron again.
Yeah, they're back to it, but I think they realize that they cannot do it right now. They're just gonna try and clear vision. There is so much vision in their jungle placed out of BDL and the Goon Squad. They've got full vision of everything that's going on, so they really don't have to concern themselves with Baron. They know if it's going to be started up or not.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the vision score difference in the top lane and in the bot lane. You've got 15 vision score difference between 2019 Offended and Gavi, and then you've got another 10 between Beedle and Robbie Ravioli. So while the supports are pretty comparable, it's the rest of the team kind of picking it up to, make this vision control.
It's something that my team harps on a lot. Even if you're waiting on item spikes, there's never a point in the game where you cannot afford control wards. Even if you feel like you don't have the gold, you still got to be buying that into your inventory, everybody's inventory, because at this point, you can't afford to lose Baron either, and that's more problematic than not being able to afford items.
Yeah, if you lose Baron, that's okay. You're basically buying yourself negative items because you're giving them free gold
And stats.
and stats. But yeah, you've got.
They've got the sweeper. They've kind of cleared out the vision in their topside jungle now. They've got a little bit more of a vision foothold, but Gavi down in the bot lane trying to farm. He has the TP, but there aren't a lot of good wards for him to TP into on the flank here. Good Black Shield.
Good Black Shield, but Matson's just having a rough go of it. Every time he goes into the back of the pit to try and get that control ward, player John throws an axe, and he's just like, guys, can you just leave me alone? I just want to take a control ward.
Right, player John's like, I don't have to do damage to you. I'll hit Baron and he'll get pissed.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how much damage I do to you, but ooh, Robbie Ravioli, the spicy meatball. But No Fear
Really
Matson catches him, and that's going to be him finally going down with the Chrono Shift on him. Call Me Senpai, he's going to go down. Player John loses his life, but that's 2019 Offend coming into the back. Tommy Tsunami takes like 1,000 damage from the overload. Oh, that was nasty, and now Robbie Ravioli's feeling the same thing. He's going to finally not quite go down, but Saigadam does.
Yeah, that was, I think 2019 Offended probably wanted more off of that, but he got the flash out of Zillion, which is really important. He killed Saigadam, and he took Twitch so low that they cannot safely continue this push. So, off the back of what looked disastrous in the mid lane, because the Chrono Shift that hit Twitch and he's just killing everybody, they do actually end up saving any damage they would have taken on base turrets.
Yeah, they did lose that one inner mid turret, but compared to letting a Twitch free fire on your team and what can come from that, I'll give up a inner turret and the Mountain Drake for it.
Yeah, that's fine, but Double Mountain plus Twitch specifically does make Baron absolutely terrifying to try and set up for or try and defend against for unlucky retribution. Like you have to, if you're No Fear Matson and the rest of BDEL, you have to have even more of a chokehold on Vision than you did previously, because this Baron can just die in an instant.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. But okay, I thought he was gonna engage on him. But...
Yeah, I thought he was going in. No, I do like that trick for being able to just immediately pop Blast Cone. When you're not Lee Sin and you're Olaf in jungle, the number of abilities or the number of options you have of getting into pit for a 50-50 is dropped by half.
Yeah,
because you have Flash,
you have Flash, and you have Blast Cone.
Blast Cone. Yep.
Because
His
there
Flash
is no...
is up, so this Baron dance will just continue. Looks like
yeah.
Looks like they're actually out of control wards on the side of Unlucky Retribution. So
Yeah.
they might have to go back to base, reset, and restock on those. And looks like they might see an engage here. But that is so...
Zoom Blitzcrank. Ooh. Yeah, trying to pull the Lee Sin usually doesn't work in your favor, because if you throw it at him, he's got a bunch of people around him to safeguard. If you hit him, he has kick. So...
Right. No, I mean, it is nice getting kicked out, but no. Does he have the... Yep. Yes,
there
Black
we go.
Shield.
Black Shield's back.
We're just going to keep playing this game, aren't we?
It is back in black, as they say. Oh, but that's going to be the knockup on 2019 Offended. Robbie Ravioli is going to get kicked away, which is going to save 2019 Offended's life for just a little bit longer. But the shutdown by Player John. Now, No Fear Matson, he uses the stopwatch, but he didn't even get the black chains off. So that's going to be a 3-for-0. And it's actually going to put Unlucky Retribution in the lead now.
Yeah, and that's one of the problems with trying to play Rise in these team fights. You really want to kind of be splitting, because it's very difficult against this long range comp of spray and pray plus pull to actually get in, and they might go for the end.
Yeah, are they trying to end here? Call Me Senpai is going to go down, and Robbie Ravioli's still alive, even though they lost the support.
2019 Offended has 20 seconds. They're going to get both Nexus turrets.
Yeah, they're going to get BDEL as well, and I think they're finally going to back off.
I think they're going to back off, yeah.
Chief Maj is here.
It was interesting, the Chrono Shift and QSS were both used as soon as Chief Maj even got close to Robbie Ravioli, even though his health bar wasn't even touched. So if those tools had still been up, they might have just been able to force it.
Yeah, he didn't end up needing the Chrono Shift. I mean, it just... I suppose there's like the psychological, oh, well, it's like not touch Twitch because he has Chrono Shift on him, and if he die, or if like we kill him now, he'll just kill us later. But at the same time, I don't think that Chrono Shift was entirely necessary.
No, if his health bar didn't even go below half, I wasn't scared for him to begin with. But it is a super low cooldown, so as you can see, it's already back up. It's not gonna be like it's down for the next fight or anything.
Yeah,
so.
Let's see if Tommy Tsunami is taking Transcendence. Yep, there we go. He's got Transcendence, 30% CDR because he has that Ludens on him as well.
Yeah, at this point, I think the cooldown for Chrono Shift is actually under a minute. If I'm mistaken, correct me.
31.5 seconds.
Zillion's fine, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine.
I've
put
said
Pearson on this champion?
Yeah, I've said it for years. If Zillion was a more common pick in Gold and Plat, it would be my permanent ban. Right now, my permanent ban's Nunu.
Oh, yeah, Nunu's obnoxious.
Baron.
Yeah, teleport coming in from 2019 Offended. Gavi does not quite get there in time, but that's
Gavi
a fed
does not
Twitch.
Have the teleport, but it's already done. Chief Maj goes in, pops the GA.
Yeah, Chief Maj, he is going to go down. That's going to be a 1-for-0 so far, but oh, the big bomb! That's going to be the double kill going in on now No Fear Matson. We lose Saigadam, but we get 2019 Offended. Now Robbie Ravioli's running down the Corki. He doesn't have the Chrono Shift, but he doesn't need it. That's an ace for the support.
Yeah, at this point, Twitch just got too big, and that'll be the game, 100%.
Oh, definitely, and Unlucky Retribution, they weren't looking too hot in the beginning of this game.
No, it got really rough, but the Rise just didn't have enough impact, and good games from Unlucky Retribution.
Just that's how we learn. Twitch greater than Rise. So, after that first game, we are going to come back in a few minutes with our second game, which is something I can't remember. It is
Second game is
Poo Poo Crew versus
PPC
Oklahoma
Good
Diamond
Diamond
Rush.
Rush.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll see what kind of spicy picks that the PPC is going to pull out this week. We'll be right back. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You there, Legion?
We are
Okay,
back
cool.
with some, you called it, spicy picks.
Yes, let's see those spicy picks, because the PPC is playing Brand Jungle.
It's money. I've seen it. I've seen it do really well. I've seen it feed. I've seen it really feed. I'm excited to see it hopefully do well for the PPC. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so on the blue side, the team that is sporting Brand Jungle, none other than the Poo Poo Crew. We have 52 in the top lane playing Trundle, 30 in the jungle on Brand. 09 in the mid lane playing Yasuo, in the bot lane we have 68 and 43 on Karma Azir. They're trying to run down Mechanical Reaper right now.
They sure are.
They're not going to get him,
Nope. So over on the red side, we've got Oklahoma Diamond Rush, Mechanical Reaper in the top lane on Shen, Moose on Deleuze in the jungle on Dr. Mundo, Dylan Rue in the mid lane playing Tristana, and Saber and Silverhammer in the bot lane playing Syndra and Leona.
That can't be right, can it? Saber's... Wait. It was the way they loaded in, and I didn't... I was so baffled by the Brand Jungle. That
there is the distinct possibility that it isn't. That Tristana is posted up in the mid lane.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's keep Tristana in the mid lane for now, because I was just guessing at where the PPC was going, so I didn't even look at OGR.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's that old debate. Do we LCS order or do we not?
And, okay, it looks like OGR is going to get their hands on that red buff, and they actually flash onto 09. OGR might find something here. Silverhammer gets the stun, and the first blood goes over to the Leona.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. They didn't. I don't think they knew that was happening before they walked in, and then Leona just flash queued. She started that instead of the Zenith Blade, so worked out really well for them.
Yeah, and yeah, getting 09 behind early generally works well. Excuse me. Works well against the PPC. Just because, I mean, he plays a lot of Yasuo, lots of big damage, and Dylan Rue jumping onto 68, and it looks like he's going to get the kill here. Wow.
That's just, I don't know. That's 68 not paying attention to Tristana's damage, I think.
Yeah, and I think 30 might be in trouble as well, because Moose on Deleuze just flashed on him, but he's going to get the kill there. But the flash forward by Dylan Rue is going to mean another kill goes over to that Tristana.
Yeah, that's two really early kills for Tristana. She's already got the 150 gold bounty. That's not something you want to see. Tristana's a solo laner that kind of just takes over the game, especially against something passive like a Karma.
All right.
TP Brand Jungle.
TP Smite Brand.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm flabbergasted. That's the word that I will use. Flabbergasted.
I like it.
Because only the PPC would do this.
Yeah, I think you're right about that one. I do really like this bot lane for coming out of the PPC. Yasuo Azir is both spicy and it works if both players know how to pilot their champions correctly. Yeah, I don't know how well it'll do into Syndra Leona, because Syndra Leona pre-6 is really oppressive.
Yeah, but post-6, I mean, you've got the Shurima Shuffle on 43, and then 09 can just last breath them. And after that, I mean, you have the Wind Wall to block the Unleashed Power.
Yeah, it's a really hard post-6 fight for OGR.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to see 09 and 43 do here is just basically go into maintenance mode and try and save cover their own asses until they hit 6. Not going to see a stun coming out, but we do see a cleaver hit 43.
Yeah, and this is interesting because in a game like this where you've got these kind of picks and this type of lane assignment, it's really difficult for me to tell who actually has the late game. Yasuo Azir are two of the best late game champions in the game. Brand always does damage. But on the other side, you've got stuff like Shen ult, Mundo, which is terrifying. I think he's rated S+ on this patch for jungle. And Tristana,
and they've got an ADC.
Right, they've got an ADC. That's something that my team... Oh, some trading up in the top lane. This directed camera is jumping us all over the map because there's action everywhere.
Yeah, you
But no, that's
gotta
something
love
my
it, but you
team,
gotta hate it.
yeah, that's something my team has noticed a lot in our uh, scrims in our series. Running Syndra bot lane does not work well unless you have an ADC somewhere else on the map.
Yeah, I mean,
So
unless you're playing Kai'Sa top, Tristana top, or mid, you, you have a
Twitch
lot
jungle
of
even.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just have a lot of trouble taking objectives, pushing towers. Unless you could have a Ziggs for towers, but
Yeah, and that's committing to almost a completely different style of play.
the old 2018 post ADC item nerf.
Right. Or if you want to run it back further, 2015 Ziggs support is the meta because you just satchel charge towers down at 50% HP.
Yeah, that rework was
Big joke.
yeah. Someone looked at that and thought, you know what? I think this is fun and interactive for everyone involved.
Yeah, I do like the fact that it made Ziggs like not I don't want to say viable. He's always been a decent champion, but it made him picked competitively, which I liked because Ziggs has always been one of my favorite champions. Just kind of gets underutilized in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, he's hard also with the number of kill style, kill lanes and counter lanes that we have nowadays.
Yeah, and to get the most out of Ziggs, it's almost like playing Ezreal. You have to hit every skill shot or you're just lacking damage.
Yeah. But so we do. The gold lead was at about 1,000. It has shrunk a fair amount because this funneling. But 52, he's taunted, and I think if he doesn't flash here, actually he might just go down anyway. The flash by Mechanical Reaper, but ooh,
that ult,
gets out.
the healing off that ult saved his life there. And 30 has been spending a lot of time in this mid lane, almost splitting XP with the Karma at this point.
Oh yeah, they're just funneling. It's something that they do. And I was gonna say, I was waiting for him to fully upgrade his jungle item because last time they funneled like this, I made the mistake of not knowing the anti-funneling jungle passive. So now that he has this, he doesn't get reduced XP and gold from lane minions. Thank you for that, Ziani.
Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't actually know. I guess that's one of the reasons that funneling dropped out of meta. I didn't actually know why it did, because we only saw it for like a patch or two.
Yeah, it was just a little like kind of thrown in there change that Riot did just to stop funneling, and
There's been a lot of changes like that, like to support items, so that you can't solo with them up in the top lane.
God, I hate that so much.
People have been getting a lot more creative in recent memory. He'll go in.
Oh, but the ult comes down. Dylan takes a lot of damage. Mechanical Reaper doesn't
might be out. I think he's out. Yep.
Yeah, he's out, and 68 goes down. Mechanical Reaper's Stand United got canceled, and I thought that could be enough, but Dylan did not take the damage from 68. Well, 68 doesn't have damage.
Not really, no. Especially with the recent change to ulted Q from Karma, got scaled down fairly heavily, actually. It doesn't hit nearly as hard as it used to.
Yeah, I think it went from a 60% AP ratio to a 40% AP ratio, so...
And early, that doesn't matter that much because AP doesn't matter that much, but it doesn't, it's not like it ever had that much base damage to begin with, so...
Yeah, I mean, it has a fair amount of base damage, just not... It has a fair amount of base damage for a support.
Right, and also has a fair amount of base damage depending on level. He doesn't have that many points in Q yet, so...
Yeah, he's only level 4. He is...
Mechanical Reaper hits hard.
68 is basically sacking this entire lane to get 30 ahead, so...
We'll see if that pays off for them. At this point, I think 52 is actually losing out on most of these trades in the top lane. Early Bramble Vest on Shen is really rough for anybody who does auto-attacking.
Yeah, and since he doesn't have his full Bork yet, he can't even heal. He can't even heal that up effectively because he has no attack speed.
Yeah. We are seeing a slight CS discrepancy in the bot lane. Of course, there's going to be the CS discrepancy in mid and jungle because it is a funnel coming out of PPC, but almost 3 waves up down in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Just the power of Yasuo. It's hard to miss minions on that champion.
Oh yeah, he's just got better auto attacks basically. That's his skill.
Oh yeah.
Better auto attacks.
I mean, it would be one thing if it was just the auto attacks and the Q, but you can also last hit with E fairly efficiently if you keep your stacks up. It's really easy.
Yeah, so the 20 CS there, and now Moose on Deleuze is here. He's popped ultimate. 52 gets the subjugate onto him, but Mechanical Reaper. Oh, and Dylan Rue's here too. That's all she wrote.
I had a little bit of hope for 52 until I saw Dylan Rue jump in. That's just that's over. That's doomed. Go next.
Okay, yeah, go next. Let's go, boys. Yeah, so Dylan Rue heading back to the mid lane now, and it looks like the PPC is rotating to this dragon now that they've seen everyone show top.
And for the comp that they're running, early Ocean is so nice. Or early Ocean is always so nice, but when you have Brand, Karma, and Azir, early Ocean is so nice.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to survive this to the late game right now.
Yeah, and you're also doing a fair amount of sieging down bot just because of how efficiently Azir and Yasuo push.
Uh-oh. 30's in trouble.
That is Dead Boy.
Yes, Dead Boy.
Yeah. That's the I mean that's permanent lockdown. That's just Leona and Syndra doing Leona and Syndra things. It's a really terrifying lane if you're anybody without a wind wall, pretty much.
Or a wind wall, or just like, I don't know, easy
cleanse.
Yeah, cleanse, wind wall, QSS, or maybe even repositions to get out of that solar flare. Because it really is the solar flare that's the biggest problem for this brand.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have flash.
It's not quite TFT levels of lockdown. It's not the 8 seconds, but it does last a while. And without flash.
And 52 just used his flash, and I think he's still dead. Subjugate comes out though. No.
Oh, almost, honestly.
Very
close. I was questioning his use of flash there because of how much of the lane he still had to cover, but the fact that he almost took down Moose on the loose is kind of impressive.
Oh, and I think 30's going to be in trouble. But wow, Dylan Rue taking a lot of damage. He's going to go down.
Yeah, that's Brand who got funneled to 132 farm.
Oh, there we go. This is what we like to see. Moose on Deleuze with no ultimate. He's gonna. Okay, he is going to go.
He does go down.
Go down to 43, but they lose a lot of turret plates here to the Rift Herald.
Yeah, for sure. But they have rotated. I think this is going to be like the new lane assignments kind of rotation, bringing Yasuo and Azir up. Double TP means they're probably sticking around.
Yeah, double TP is... Yeah, they've got 4 TPs on this team. 68's the only one without one. Jeez.
I think this lane assignment is specifically the TP coming up in the top lane to try and save Mechanical Reaper's life. Dylan Rue is kind of just dead.
Yeah, that was...
It's ambitious.
Ambitious. Yes. Yeah. That's the word we'll
no,
use.
I think at this point this lane assignment is just to get... is just to get 52 out of that lane. He's just not having a good time. He's getting repeat ganked by Mundo fairly consistently. They're not like I said. They're doing it for the lane. They're not doing it for the Rift Herald, which already went down. And I think they're also doing it to get this tower.
Yeah, and they can get first turret here.
Yeah.
And
they actually also have the push in the side lane. Trundle was faster on the transition than the rest of red team, and he will almost get the last plate off of that tower.
Yeah, I mean, OGR was straight up winning in the fights, the mechanics, and just the fact that they have better early game champions at this point. But then they lost on the map. I mean, they committed a bad teleport top by Dylan Rue. He died for a second time now, and then 52 going for the sneaky. Can he get...
I like it.
Yeah, can he jump on him with the subjugate? He has the subjugate on him now. That's going to be the frozen domain. He has the...
he's going to get pushed away and stunned here. I think he's out now.
Yep, that was his flash, and gets on the wrong side of the pillar. Saber has ultimate. That's going to be 52 going down.
Yeah, a little... I again, ambitious, but I applaud the effort. If Leona wasn't there, then he got some important summoners and cooldowns out.
Impressive gumption.
Actually, Saber did not have to heal. It might not have been worth to begin with.
Yeah, actually, he did have heal that whole time, so... well, I mean, they're just lacking so much vision. The PPC doesn't really have vision on the bot side aside from that Scuttle Crab. So it was pretty hard for 52 to find anything or to figure out where Silverhammer was going to be. The ultimate comes out. Pyroclasm is going to get the passive off onto Silverhammer. The knock up here, and that's going to be Moose onto Loose, flashing away using his ultimate. And the PPC starts the siege.
Yeah, and we have achieved a RAM video game.
Yeah. I mean, they did it top, now they're going to do it mid, and that's going to be Dylan Rue. He jumps in onto 30. 30's going to go down very easily. Now, jump again, tries to find 68, but 68 flashes away. That's going to be Dylan Rue flashing back. And
that second jump was a little bit of an overstep, but a fantastic flank from the Tristana.
Yeah.
And I don't think PPC saw that coming at all.
Yeah, I think that rocket jump would have been perfectly fine if 68 hadn't had flash, because that was just a, you know, I jump in, kill you, because it was 1 or 2 hits, and then jump back out.
Yeah, 09 actually wasn't in position to wind wall off 68. He could only wind wall off himself and 43. So, yeah, it would have been fine. He did end up forcing the flash. It's unfortunate that he had to trade his flash in return, but the play would have worked out, I think.
Yeah, so now 52 and 09 trying to find this bot lane turret. They force away Syndra because wind wall counters Syndra.
Yep. And with the Demolish plus Frozen Field and Q, Trundle is just a turret-taking machine.
Yeah, he is the turret-taking machine. Him and Tristana right now are the 2 big ones in this game. But Tristana hasn't really gotten much opportunity to be a turret taker. Dylan Rue has opted more for just killing everyone around him.
Yeah, it's a byproduct of the fact that PPC really hasn't ever had a point where they've been pushed in. They lost a tower on top side due to a map play. They didn't actually have anybody up there when it went down, mostly to the Rift Herald. So
yeah, the
other
Rift
than
Herald
that,
took 2 plates on its own, or 3 plates on its own.
Other than that, it's really difficult for them to get into siege distance of these towers against Azir, against Yasuo.
And I think that's just kind of a PPC sort of thing, you know. They may pick suboptimal champs, they may pick meme builds and funnel jungle brand with a Karma mid, but at the end of the day, they generally are the better players. And now 43, though, he is going to get engaged on and forced to flash. The Solar Flare comes out, doesn't find a stun, but that's a triple stun from the big ball smack push away thing. I don't know what it's called.
Force of Will.
Force of Will.
Or Force of Will might be the W.
Okay,
I do not know my Syndra.
That's going to be a double passive for Brand. OGR Silverhammer flashes forward. He gets the stun. Now Moose on to Loose has the Stand United on him. Shen gets in, but 52's taking some damage. That's going to be the last breath. Comes down on Dylan Rue. Dylan Rue, he's going to go down. Mechanical Reaper's going to go down, and it is a 4 for nothing.
Yeah, the fact that you can buffer the Tristana jump doesn't change the fact that it's a dash, and it gets caught by the tornado there into the last breath. Dylan Rue might have been able to do something on the back end of that team fight if that had not happened.
And now 30's here onto Saber, does not get the stun.
30 is level 13.
And this is the jungle, this is the funnel Brand that we wanted to see.
Yeah, he's finished Leandri's Torment. He's 207 CS, up to 209 now. It's terrifying. It is.
Yes, he has the CS of the jungler and the mid laner combined.
And PPC is running, I don't know how I didn't notice this already with the number of TPs that have come out, but they're running quadruple teleport in this game. No, I no longer wonder why they're winning the map so hard.
And 30, he gets slowed but not stunned. Silverhammer goes in, gets the stun on the Brand, but he is going to go down in short order. Dylan Rue tries to jump in onto 68. He's in the back of the fight. Poof, 52. He's going to lose his life to the Mundo, and it's a 1 for 2, and now Taunta onto the 09. Dylan Rue going low. That's not quite going to do it. Oh,
it is.
Last tick of the passive.
Yep. The Leandries plus the passive, so much extra damage that you've got to... It's almost like having first Elder Dragon this early.
Fancy feat by 43 is not going to be enough to save his life. Meanwhile, Moose on Deleuze gets another kill, so it's a 2 for 3. 30's taking some damage, but I mean, he's fine here. Yeah, and Mechanical Reaper, I think he just dies. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
O9's
he
out
does.
of position, I think. He doesn't have
Um,
Flash.
If he doesn't get Solar Flare, the Solar Flare is not quite up yet. He gets
Oh.
hit with the Zenith Blade. Now, I think will be him.
That will be
yeah,
it, yeah.
It will be him. 30 is low on mana, but he has enough to get the stun off. Will he land another pillar?
He does
Flash
not get
out
the
from
pillar,
Mundo.
but he forces the flash from Mundo, and now Silverhammer might go down here. 30 gets the kill, gets the double,
Oh, he
uses the
Pyroclasm
Pyroclasm.
off.
And 68 here, 52 as well, forces the Buster Shot. 68 takes some damage, but I don't think Dylan Rue could quite get him. Can he? He doesn't have flash, or he uses his flash here. The Subjugate from 52 will take out the Tristana.
Yeah, a bit of an overstep from Dylan Rue. I feel like Dylan Rue's feeling the pressure. He's the only one really hitting super hard, save for Syndra ult on his team. He thinks he needs to take plays and engagements that he probably doesn't actually have to.
Yeah,
There is a world in which, played correctly, I think OGR have a chance of winning late game team fights. They don't necessarily outscale 1-for-1 across the scoreboard, but they do have a good team fight.
Yeah, O9's caught, but he has Moose. Yeah, or he's got 30 in his pocket. Silverhammer gonna go down. Moose on the loose gonna go down, and O9 finally loses his life. Pyroclasm is not available yet, but 30 is just a monster here.
Yeah, it doesn't help anything when you've got Karma Shield hitting Brand and he can run into range of these pillar combos.
Yeah, Karma Shield with an extra, what is that? Oh, okay, 52 gets it, trades his life for the turret, but that's worth because his team gets another turret.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's these smart map plays that we were talking about where, oh, Dylan Rue.
That's rough.
Oh.
Both got hit by the pillar into the Pyroclasm. The only reason Saber didn't die is he had stopwatch there.
Yeah, and again, 30, he knows that he can just come up and zone, and yeah, 43's dead. And 30 might be dead too. He doesn't have Pyroclasm available, so he's going to lose his life.
Yeah, no, we're starting to see the way back into the game for OGR. Get Mundo into the team fights, have him and Shin and Leona just kind of run at them. There's no like dedicated tank aside from 52, who's kind of been relegated to split push, and even then, with that build, he doesn't out-tank Mundo or Shen.
Oh, 68's staying, but Saber's here, so... Okay, he's just gonna walk past without a trace. The ward
Ships
comes
in
over the wall. They're taking this so slow since they don't have DPS right here, and oh, not gonna do enough.
Now the smite comes through from Moose on Deleuze.
So now they ARAM.
And we're back to it. This is the video game.
Back at it again with the ARAM. 52, can't get that. Oh, feels bad. Can't get it.
Yeah, not quite enough attack speed. Feels rough.
But
And I think O9 looking for something. If he catch, yeah,
he
caught
gets
Saber. There
Saber.
with that Saber is probably dead. Yep, there it goes.
yeah, the Buster Shot absolute power onto O9 does not kill even with the fully charged bomb. So
Yeah, he did get that shield out from 68. Plus, at this point, he's level 13 as well. He has a lot of base HP. Plus that Ruby Crystal, probably building into Sterix right here. Makes the most sense.
Moose
There's
is
multiple forms of
slowed.
damage.
Oh, but O9 might get cut. No, he gets the good wind wall over. And he blocks the Zenith Blade. Now Moose on Loose running in. That's going to be Dylan Rue having to jump away from the fight. He is out of the fight now. Moose on Loose goes down. Now Silverhammer has overstayed. He's going to lose his life too.
Yeah, that was a really
Flare.
nice buffer from Dylan Rue. The only reason he didn't go down there, but a big overstep from OGR.
Yeah, once they lost their consistent DPS, Moose on Loose cannot 1v4. And Saber's dead too.
Oh, I
Great
always
use of the
forget
pillar.
that, I always forget that Pillar in the Last Breath is a thing.
And now it looks like the PPC is going to take some inhibitors, or they might just try and go for the end. 30
They
seconds
might
on
go for the end.
Saber.
30 Yeah, there's 3 members down, 5 seconds on Moose on Deleuze. Silverhammer's up in 6. They're just gonna go for the other inhib, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they can quite end right here. If they win
And they're
another
not
fight
moving, though.
in the base, They're trying to end, but 30 is moving very far forward. He gets caught by the solar flare. He uses the Q or the Mikhail's onto him. Dylan Rue has to jump out of the fight, and 30 is alive, but the cleanse is down. Moose on Deleuze as well is down. Silverhammer, he looks like he's about to die too. 09 flashes around the ball and makes sure that he does not get caught there. And now with 2 members down, I don't think there's anything that can stop PPC from getting the win here. That's going to be Saber. He loses his life. Mechanical Reaper going to go down as well. Dylan Rue jumps into the back, but he cannot make the hero play. And it is going to be PPC taking their 5th win of the season.
Yeah, they got hit with the, we're going to stand in your base, and through mechanics and level and item advantages, we're going to meme on you. Well, we take all of your structures.
Are you kidding me? They're not done?
They're, okay, well, that's troll. That's troll.
All right, we're just going to, okay, that's it. We're just going to pause it now. We're pausing
no, but
here,
at this
PPC
point, I think the advantages are insurmountable. Open Nexus games are a damn near impossibility in 2019, to be completely honest with you. You have to have a very specific comp.
Open Nexus, triple inhibitors down, and the PPC has just been rolling through this game.
There is an Anivia Ziggs comp plus something that I think may be able to do it, but yeah, it is very, very difficult with the way Baron interacts with minions and the scaling advantages you can get from Elder. We're not even close to that time in the game yet, but losing all of your structures this early is kind of just a death sentence.
Yeah, current advantages here, 26-21 on kills. There is a 10 turret lead for the PPC, and they have 11, now 13,000 gold on their opposition. And I think that they better just push this in with Baron and win.
Yeah, anything other than that would be memes.
Flag on the play, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Something along those lines.
It's like time that Alliance bought up all of the scaling items when they were crushing that team.
Mm-hmm.
They got a couple Swords of the Divine. 30 is going to get caught by the Solar Flare, but I don't think there's anything that they can do about it. Silverhammer going to go down. That is the ultimate on the Moose on the loose. Dylan Rue is on the run. 30 still on the warpath. That's going to be the kill onto Dylan Rue, and now Saber, he's going to knock away 52, but it's not long enough to save his life. 30 Moose on the loose, duking it out. The Mundo, he's not going to go down before the Nexus.
Minions mercifully end before another ace can come through.
Yes,
that's a win for PPC.
Thank you, Minions. So that is our 3rd game of the day finished. Now, for our final game in the Imperial Conference, we are going to take a quick break, and then we're going to see Unlucky Ascension versus the First Blood Legion. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. and welcome back.
We have returned.
We have
With
returned.
another League of Legends game.
And this League of Legends game is Unlucky Ascension versus First Blood Legion. So we've got...
I am excited.
Yeah, I like seeing Qiyana. I pretty much always like seeing Qiyana, because assassins are fun to watch, and they're fun to cast. And Karthus
I also
jungle.
like seeing Lane Nocturne.
Oh, yeah, right. Sacred Strike in his top Nocturne. Top tier,
Money.
top lane.
Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and introduce the teams, unless we're going to see an invade here.
Yeah, I was waiting on the invade, but it looked like Hajime got his eyes on them. So, Unlucky Ascension on the blue side, we have Sacred Strike in the top lane on Nocturne, Mige Bear in the jungle playing Elise, the Otaku in the mid lane on Qiyana, and our bot lane, Tien Sama and DC Decay on Caitlyn and Leona.
Alright, and on the red side, we've got First Blood Legion. Edforius in the top lane playing Fiora, Substructure in the jungle on Karthus, Hajime Nagumo in the mid lane on Syndra, and Phoenix Glory and FB Jake in the bot lane on Xayah Rakan.
And unfortunately, it's Star Guardian Xayah and Invictus Rakan. Why?
I'm sad. I'm so sad.
You people don't play Xayah Rakan unless you have a duo skin.
As egregious as that is, I do have to say I like the color scheme of purple and white. It does look nice, even though they are not master skins.
Yeah, at least it's better than, like, you know, Sweetheart and Cosmic Dusk or whatever.
It beats Cosmic Dawn
like,
and Star Guardian or something along those lines.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, let me just put pink with like purple and green. That it looks like Nico just threw up on you, basically.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to see how this top lane matchup actually goes. You would think Nocturne kind of just gets bullied, but I've seen lane Nocturne do really well, especially into some bruisers.
I mean, he does have that built-in healing in his kit, so...
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
The engage. Gonna force Phoenix Glory's flash.
Yeah, that'll be the flash. Level 2 advantage Leona is just scary.
Yeah, using the level 2 advantage in the starlight, or sunlight. Technically starlight, but you know.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of people saying that one of the best mages to play into Qiyana is Syndra, actually. So we'll see if that holds true in this mid lane.
Is that because Qiyana has to get all up on you, and you have your force of will?
It also doesn't hurt that it is that, but it also doesn't hurt that Qiyana's E dash puts you behind. So if you're really trying to get cheeky, you can put the ball right under your feet and the force of will behind you, and you can push them into tower.
Oh, but Mige Bear and Substructure are actually taking it to each other here under this blue buff, and the flash forward by Mige Bear, he is going to go down, but he gets a solo first blood.
Yep. Solo first blood feels really good for him. Elise kind of just walks Karthus early until Karthus has some damage.
Yeah, basically Elise, such a strong early jungler. Good clear, good damage with the little spiderlings. But Karthus, on the other hand, doesn't really have anything aside from his AoE to deal with that. Oh, now the engage onto Jake this time. He jumps back, takes a lot of damage, but he's got the heal.
Yeah. Good combo out from Jime in the mid lane. Diana looking to go aggressive off the end of that, but takes another orb and is actually sitting at about 300 HP right now. Has to pop the last part of her corrupting potions, and no more resources for her in the mid lane.
Yeah, but Hajime is going pretty low on mana, so that is you know, a sigh of relief there for the Otaku. He can have his little alone time, because Hajime is going to have to go back.
Speaking of the early game jungle, it's
speaking of the early game jungle.
Speaking of the early game jungle.
Yeah, Sacred Strike gets the kill. Good gank by Mige Bear.
Yeah, walking around, Edforius had no vision in Tri, no vision in River, had no clue it was coming.
Yeah, and since Substructure had already taken his red, you know, you're looking at a completely empty jungle that he's definitely not going to be there for.
that's a little bit disrespectful coming out of Edforius. Actually has both charges of his trinket up, just never ended up placing that vision. Might have ended up saving his life. But yeah, speaking of the early game jungle, the entire team on the side of Unlucky Ascension is pretty early game. The only real scaling they have that gets scary is the Caitlyn. Kiana starts falling off, Elise starts falling off, so does Nocturne.
Yeah.
Into picks like Jungle Karthus and side lane Fiora, Xayah Rakan. They are on a bit of a clock, in my opinion.
Yeah, and yes, Tien Sama will get very scary, and Tien Sama is consistently one of the highest performing members of UA. But yeah, I mean, you've got two level 6 power spike champions, and after that, it's like, okay, well, when can I get my next, when can I get my next item spike?
And depending on the itemization out from Nocturne, they might have him here. Yep.
He does,
Flash forward, that's so much damage.
Jake jumps away, but DC Decay flashes to follow. Now Tien Sama might be in a little bit of trouble, but no, it looks like he will get away. Also, he's got Mige Bear and the Otaku, but that's going to be Sacred Strike jumping in. He's going to get the Karthus before he goes down.
Wow, that's just high value coming out of that lane. Phoenix Glory does go down in the end, committed 2 members for that on this side of the map, but props to Sacred Strike there. He picks up the kill on Edforius, and then when he realizes the gank is coming in, he just all-ins the Karthus, knowing he's not going to get out.
Yeah, ends up being a 3-for-1, and now Unlucky Ascension, recognizing that they just killed the jungler who was top lane. Phoenix Glory and Jake are still coming back to lane. They're going to get this free Ocean Drake.
Yeah. And if you're Unlucky Ascension on this clock that we mentioned, getting 6 early kills and Ocean Drake is definitely the way to start out the game. They've got almost a 2k gold advantage, a little bit more like 1.5, but it's a lot of early items and power coming into this this comp that you really need early items and power on.
Not to mention, Karthus doesn't even have 6 yet. He still doesn't have 6. Meanwhile, Tien Sama and DC Decay, they don't have 6, but everyone else on their team does. Sacred Strike used his ult to kill Substructure in the top lane. The Otaku didn't have to use his, but
all level 6 power spikes for the side of Unlucky Ascension are active.
Yeah. Sacred Strike, Otaku, and of course Mige Bear gets the extra stats on his transforms and everything. So. But, not much of a power spike at 6 in comparison to Kiana and Nocturne.
No, not particularly. And there is also the option for Karthus to, of course, pick up a ton of kills in the mid game and become too much to handle because of how much. Sacred Strike might be in trouble here. Hajime has moved up.
Does he have the Spell Shield still available? Yes, he does, and they bait it out. Now, Sacred Strike is in trouble. He doesn't have Flash, but the ultimate from Karthus. He does not get Edforius before Substructure picks up the kill.
Smartly saving the riposte there. No, as I was mentioning, there is that option for Karthus to get a bunch of kills in the mid game. He just picked up one there as the fight starts in the bot lane.
But the engaged Tien Sama is charmed. He does get the Aftershock and the Ignite proc onto him, but that's going to be Jake going down. He overstays and takes the entire Solar Flare to face.
Yeah, Tien Sama having both summoners there made that a very, very difficult, if not impossible, engage to pull off. He did not actually get knocked up by the Grand Entrance, just charmed back in. Really nice buffer on the net to avoid that.
Yeah, and as I was saying, Tien Sama consistently one of the best players of Unlucky Ascension. So it's not surprising that he and DC Decay, who also are a legacy, they've been playing together forever.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprising that they just worked together so well in that fight to win it and take down Jake.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mige Bear just
doing what Elise into Karthus does and getting a lot of counter jungling off. Just setting Substructure further and further behind.
Yeah, Substructure at 49 CS, so it's actually not that much of a deficit, but Otaku is going to get the knock up onto... Yeah, that's death. This is death.
It was a really nice turn from Hajime, actually.
Yeah.
That flash into the Force of Will plus the ult. Oh,
yeah, he actually manages to get Otaku back.
Yeah. No, so there's 2 problems that I think Unlucky Ascension are going to run into in the mid game if they end up being problems. And that's the fact that Substructure and Hajime do so much magic damage, and Fiora and Xayah do so much physical damage that it's very difficult for any of the characters who want to get defensive items to itemize against them.
Yeah, and I think this could be like a kind of problem, but also First Blood Legion has the problem on their team of no one's tanky. Jake might build a tank item, but generally we see a little more, especially with Frostfang, we see more like supportive items, Zeke's Herald, or not Zeke's Herald, but Zeke's Convergence.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
think that's a Kiana's playground right there.
Yeah, if he ever and it's kind of interesting. The way he functions in a team fight, Rakan can kind of flash cocoon, good cleanse.
Yeah, good cleanse, but the Otaku gets the execute damage.
Yep, very nice.
No,
the way Rakan functions in a team fight, he kind of acts like a tank just because of how much CC he puts down, but he's not like an actual frontliner. He won't have the health pool to just tank to absorb damage as much as he will to just distract and take up time.
Yeah, he's a tank because he distracts the entire enemy team and kind of brings in all of that good distracting whatever his is he an enchanter?
As a Rakan main, I would take issue with that. But if you wanted to be technical about it, he could be considered that, because he doesn't take Aftershock anymore. He doesn't really. There is a build where you take coin instead of blue Frostfang, but it's not the better build currently. It's not favored. So
yeah,
I think at this point he would be considered an enchanter.
I think Enchanter Vanguard might be his, like, the two-word, the keywords that you'd use for him, just because he does do a lot of that Vanguard sort of stuff. But meanwhile, Hajime Nagumo, he doesn't have Flash, he doesn't have Cleanse, he's going to go down.
Yeah, and now we're seeing the amount of pressure this level 6 spike two stack does. They're just going to keep repeat ganking Hajime, and without Flash, he's gonna probably go down to Paranoia at least one more time before that Flash is back up.
Yeah.
Paranoia really low cooldown early.
Edforius does manage to get a turret plate up there because Sacred Strike rotated, but when they trade it for an Infernal Drake, not so worth.
Not sure about that. And Karthus is just not in a position to start contesting objectives like that. He doesn't have the early game pressure that Elise does. And he probably isn't ever going to get to the point where he's pressuring objectives like an Elise would. It's not why you pick Karthus jungle, so it's not surprising. They are going to steal away blue.
Yeah, give that over to the Otaku.
Really annoying for jungle Karthus, definitely.
Yeah. And also, this jungle Karthus, he whiffed his ult earlier, didn't find any kills. He got one stack of Dark Harvest off on Mige Bear, but really, that's not worth it for the 3-minute cooldown that it is. So
yeah,
he just kind of put himself behind, getting a little over ambitious with that ult in that mid lane.
Now we're seeing the recent change coming through. So much damage on Otaku in the mid lane. Actually, if there was a flash available, Hajime definitely could have just flash ulted and he would have died.
Yeah, but speaking of the flash ult, let's see what the cooldown is left on. Oh, it doesn't say. Yeah, it won't say.
No, but if I had to guess based on how that timer is ticking down, I'd give it about 15 seconds left on Paranoia.
Actually, let's see if you're right. 10 on Flash, and wait. Oh, what am I doing? And 15 on Paranoia. But that is going to be a kill for a kill. Hajime Nagumo goes down for the Otaku, and I completely missed that fight. My bad.
It's no worries. Camera gets wonky. Spectator, it's hard to control.
Camera gets wonky. Yeah, camera gets wonky, and I was trying to figure out how much longer there was on Sacred Strike's ult, but Edforius steps into the wrong bar and gets
I don't know if Edforius expected the bot lane rotation. to be up there. He saw Tien Sama in top lane, but I don't think he knew DC Decay was also up here and they were going for Rift. That's just not having vision plus not seeing the play.
Yeah, and that is a play that I think Edforius should have seen because they just got some pressure in mid. They took down Hajime, and if they didn't stay, obviously the next holy crap. Well, Tien Sama still has hold,
nice.
so.
Oh! Splits the uprights. What a field goal.
It's a field goal, and Tien Sama scores.
I have to give props specifically to DC Decay. After the first E came in from Rakan, hitting that stun on him so he couldn't E again, E always puts you on the other side of your target, so he would have been able to take that ult. Hajime Nagumo not in a good position.
Yeah, he's just gonna go down. They didn't even need to use the ultimate. Hajime had the cleanse available, so I don't think the ultimate would have even done that much. But he trades his flash for Sacred Strike's ultimate, so.
And that's the trade we were talking about earlier. That's definitely not worth because of Paranoia's cooldown. So. Things are going to continue to be rough for Hajime until he can get, and I don't know if he's itemizing for it, actually. I would have definitely preferred seeing him pick up a second items on his Hourglass instead of going for this, what I assume is an Oblivion Orb.
Yeah, second items Zanya's just feels a lot better, and Jake, ooh, so close to death, but does not go down.
That's the Rakan secret ability. Always live.
The ultimate coming out from the Otaku to try and get him with that last, with the hit from the wall, but he made sure to jump away. He didn't get tricked out by that one.
No, and that, yeah, as I was saying, that is kind of disappointing to see Syndra after getting this much attention from Sacred Strike and Otaku and Mige Bear to not go for Zanya's second item. I think is a misplay.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the two assassins that have been trying to kill you consistently. They both are AD.
Yeah, they're both physical. They both burst really hard. And having, something like a Rakan on your team, being able to stall out that 2.5 seconds means they get charmed in to hopefully something like Featherstorm or just the waiting arms of Karthus Q. And suddenly you're not looking too bad.
Yeah, and, well, not to mention, sorry, I think someone just walked into the hallway upstairs, and he's singing, so it was kind of distracting. But Jake, he's actually going to be feared, but he does get Sacred Strike back off the Blast Cone. Good flash there by Jake, and it is going to mean that Phoenix Glory picks up the kill.
Yeah, that was nice. I think if Sacred Strike had a little bit faster fingers, he could have flashed to the other side of that Blast Cone and just been out. But I don't think he knew that that's the... Oh, Edforius is going down.
Oh, Edward.
Oh, no.
And now the Otaku is not going to go down quite yet. Substructures here. Oh! But if he gets the ult channel off... No, he's going to be stunned, and, well, now he gets a free ult channel off.
He will get the free ult channel off now.
Boom.
But no, I don't think Sacred Strike knew that's the play Jake was going for. Jake gonna knock up DC Decay.
The flash
lands, but he does have the ult.
And Phoenix Glory goes down. Jake goes down. Great flash forward.
Crit into headshot, picks up both, and they're gonna be able to push this tower for free.
Yeah, I mean, Jake was stalling very well for Phoenix Glory, but then Phoenix Glory, he managed to get the ult off after DC Decay flashed on him, but he still had the Q available, so it does mean 2 more kills for that Caitlyn, who is now 5-0-3, a scary, scary Caitlyn.
Very scary. Up a full item on Phoenix Glory. Speaking of item advantages, the first item, Veil? What's the name of it? Edge of Night.
Edge of Night.
Yeah, the first item, Edge of Night, coming out from Kiana, I think is a really smart itemization. I've always loved playing AD Assassins, but I'm not good enough to use active items, so I don't ever build it. But I recognize that if you utilize it correctly, it is absolutely disgusting into something like Syndra. It just makes it so much more difficult for Hajime to do anything into Otaku's burst.
Well, I think, a little more importantly, it's for the Karthus ult.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does. It does
'cause
free. It does give you the free dodge out of Karthus ult. Team Sama
holy
poking
crap,
off
did you
with the
just see that?
ultimate.
Phoenix Glory took
I saw
half
the
his
health bar go
health.
down.
Yeah.
Yep, I saw the health bar drop. That's the Essence Reaver into. And you don't usually see Essence Reaver Caitlyn, at least not in Platinum. Maybe something changed recently that I'm not aware of.
I think it's just the amount of AD it gives.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going for. It allows him to poke with ult a lot more efficiently because the CDR and just the flat AD. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was terrifying.
It makes your ult poke a lot better. It makes your Q poke a lot more consistent, and you can just kind of spam it because you don't lose mana, and so. Yeah, we're gonna see them go for the Baron here. Substructure is in his base, and he is very slow, so they're just gonna be able to get
There's
this
no
here.
contest here. They don't get there in time, even if they knew this was happening. Which it doesn't. I think they've figured it out now, but it's too late.
They figured it out sometime around when it said the other team has slain Baron Nashor.
Right. Maybe 1 second before, maybe 1 second after. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think coming out from Karthus and Syndra's itemization, there's no anti-healing that you need to take here. After the Oblivion Orb, I think if you were going to get Oblivion Orb, sure, fine, before Zanya's Hourglass. But I think after the Oblivion Orb, you don't finish the Merlinomicon. You need to get Hourglass online now to give you that stalling and amount of time that you can scale.
Yeah,
If you can get to the point where you're matching items with these characters that fall off mid to late game, you actually have a chance here. But if they break your base that easily, it's over.
okay. Oh, ooh.
Yikes!
The crit headshot on Phoenix Glory.
And that's just Phoenix Glory not expecting that. He has flash up, he has heal, he has the ultimate, nothing used.
Yeah, it just nothing was used there, and he just died. So, Tien Sama here, he is going to, he's going to poke FB Jake down to 300 health. And
Yeah,
now
and
that's going to be
super
Hajime
casual, too.
Nagumo. He does shut down Tien Sama, picks up the kill, and the very significant shutdown bounty. Gives his own life,
Yeah,
but
that
he's
was-
a 4-7 Syndra.
That was a power move.
Yeah. That was the flex of... Oh, that's going to be the ultimate going in on the substructure, and now the quickness comes out. FB Jake is going to live.
Jake
And
wants
now-
a little bit too far, but the powers of Rakan will save him.
Yes,
Looks
the
like this
power
mid
of
lane
his
tower
sexy,
might
sexy
go
body.
down. And I think I don't know if they are gonna stop after 2 inhibs. They have the wave prepped in the bot lane. It's being cleared by Edforius, so it will go down there. And I think at that point they do back off.
Yeah, they are missing Tien Sama the entire Caitlyn siege, and they still have Baron buff for a little while longer, so why not go back here, buy some items. There we go. We see the Void Staff coming out for Elise, but no one's really building MR.
Yeah, no one's building MR necessarily, and in a completely tragic turn of events, I see a rod in the inventory of Hajime, and my dream of him purchasing Hourglass this game is officially dead.
Oh, yep, that's...
It's done. It's
Yep.
over.
And he finished Merlinomicon too.
I give up.
Okay, that's it. Legion quits. I need to find a new co-caster for the next game.
It's over.
Or next 2 games. We have 2 more games. But yeah, Mige Bear, Otaku pushing it in, bringing the pressure to the bot lane. They have, of course, super minions. Oh, Edforius, I don't think. Yeah, he didn't
feels-
riposte it.
That feels bad. Ooh.
Yeah.
And the trend of members of First Blood Legion dying with summoners and resources up continues.
Oh, that's okay.
You know what saves you there?
Zanya's
actually,
Hourglass. Actually, no, nothing saved you because you were stunned the
nothing
whole
saves
time.
you there.
Tien
But
Sama, not gonna go down to the
not
Karthus ult.
quite. Not quite. He does get some Dark Harvest stacks.
Yeah, he does get a couple of Dark Harvest stacks, but Karthus probably should stop thinking about how I'm going to scale into late game and start thinking about how I'm going to scale into the next 30 seconds, because that's about how long this game has left in it.
Yeah, that's all 3 inhibitors going down. We are looking at 6 super minions per 30 seconds, which is no fun.
Yep,
Oh.
and they got the inhibitor just before the first wave spawned there, so they do have a full, like, all 6 super minions have spawned. They're running it up the lane now, and they have to just hold. They don't actually have the strength to just put one person there because they're missing one Nexus turret.
Yeah. And luckily for them, there aren't any objectives on the map. They just cleared out that dragon. There are 4 dragons up, so they don't have anything to contest. They can sit in their base, but I don't know if they're safe there, honestly. There's a world where they just get run down by 7-1 and 5 Caitlyn, 8-2 and 7 Elise.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's this world.
Yeah, I think that's the world that we're currently living in, Earth 616.
And now we see DC Decay, the Otaku, bringing it in. Tien Sama went back for an extra Infinity Edge.
Because why not?
He currently has 2 Infinity Edges and an Essence Reaver and a Zeal. Who needs a rapid fire cannon, right?
One of my current favorite memes is a variation of Guess I'll Die, but it's an any 80 carry holding 2 Infinity Edges and an Essence Reaver. Guess you'll die.
Yeah, guess you'll die. And that is what Tien Sama is doing right now. He's gonna
FPJ, yikes.
Yeah,
Yikes.
and that was with Ninja Tabi and Cloth Armor, and that's going to be the stun on to Hajime Nagumo. He's going to actually use the cleanse, and Sacred Strike goes down to Edforius, but Edforius loses his life as well. Substructure does not have the ultimate available because it's on cooldown. Phoenix Glory, 1 more hit's going to do it. It does. Hajime Nagumo, he's the only one left, and he's going to go down, and UA is going to take this game over First Blood Legion.
Yep. Ouch.
Yeah, that was pretty cut and dry, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
So, without further ado, we are going to get out of the Imperials conference, and then we're going to head over to the Nobles for our next game, which I believe is the rematch from Week 1, U.S. Army Esports versus Return of the Middlesticks, where Army took it over Return of the Middlesticks. So let's see if Rodham can beat him back. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. It
How's
us.
it going? We are return.
We are return, but we are not the return of the Middle Sticks, who is our red team here. It is Army Esports versus the return of the Middle Sticks. And, well, let's talk about the boys in beige. We've got Pork Chop in the top lane on Pantheon, Alacrity in the jungle playing Hecarim. Why, Rito? Playing Ryze. That seems about right. Why? Why did you do this to Ryze? And in the bot lane, Talented and It's Me, That's OP, playing Kai'Sa and Swain.
Yeah, and let's see if I do this before these 5 stacks meet each. Actually, I'm not even gonna try. They're gonna run it
Yeah.
down. We're looking at the invade. I don't know if they'll get. Yeah, they will get spotted. I think. Maybe not.
Yeah,
Actually,
maybe.
I don't think. I don't
wonder-
think U.S. Army saw them.
Let's change the fog of war. Wait, blue side fog of war.
Nope.
They
They
wouldn't have been able to see them.
Yeah, and actually, Pork Chop's gonna back. That's gonna leave them at a man disadvantage for this. I just don't want to do this introduction until it happens. I'm scared.
I don't think they're gonna crash it. Well, they actually will. Maybe they will.
They will.
Why Rito coming around the side? Oh,
Oh, here it
okay,
is.
here comes Alacrity. This is gonna be it.
Uh-oh.
And that is a good one to catch for first blood because he didn't even
Yeah.
have a flash.
Nope, didn't have a flash, won't get to do any of his jungling on time, and he is going to get his red buff stolen. So now that that's happening, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any more action, I can go ahead and introduce our red side team. Return to the middle sticks. Liposuction lane in the top lane on Ornn. Tendies 2 in the jungle playing Graves. Algo in the mid lane on Orianna, and Smoking Gun Solazar in the bot lane on Ash Pike.
Yeah. Oh, wait, did I pick the wrong game? Did Return to the Middle Six want a specific game, but oh no, Smoking Gun, he's gonna be in trouble. He gets killed by Talented. Now, Solazar is alone against It's Me, That's OP. And, he's gonna, oh, one more flash. It's gonna not quite get him, but Talented gets him with one last auto attack. Sorry, guys, I forgot that you guys requested game 1, and now Tendies is here, but I don't think there's anything that he can do. He might just go down to Talented as well. Yes, a killing spree. 3-0 on this Kai'Sa. Poof.
Yeah, and more action as Alacrity goes in on Algu. Doesn't look like it'll do anything though.
Sorry, I tried to pick the closer game, and I forgot. Yeah, I was just looking at the kills in the gold, and I picked the closer game. I forgot. But so now Talented and It's Me, That's OP. I would say that this is a good start. This is a good start for their lane.
It is not bad. It is as starts for your lane go. We like these. I am interested to see how well Graves jungle performs. It is kind of fallen out of meta pretty heavily, but I really do enjoy seeing it when it gets to do its thing. And it's one of the few jungles that can duel with Hecarim early fairly efficiently, I feel.
Yeah, I think Graves is a lot better than his, like, not stats, but, like, how much he's picked in competitive, would suggest. I think he's a really good solo queue jungler, because he still does a lot of damage. He's got a lot of, like, self-peel sort of stuff. His ultimate is just really good for...
Well, yeah, and 2 to 3 item Graves, if you pick the right 2 to 3 items, just does not die.
Now Tendies is here on the Pork Chop. The shield. Oh, and Lipo misses the...
Lipo.
I see why you guys wanted game 1.
Toxic.
Oof. Oh, also we're keeping a counter of missed pike hooks. 1. He already missed 1 in the mid lane. Okay, he gets this one.
That's this one.
Yeah,
But that's
keep a
just
clicker
Ryze
somewhere.
phase rush things.
Yeah, phase rush Ryze things. Just walks out of it. But now, yeah, Smoking Gun is just having a... I mean, he's already having a bad time here. He's got to try and CS against a 3-0 Kai'Sa without his support in the lane. Yeah.
Yeah, and Kai'Sa went ahead, instead of going the tier, since he's ahead, itemized correctly, picks up the pickaxe plus Sapphire Crystal. It's going to be hitting like a truck in comparison. It's under 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're under 5 minutes and you've got a pickaxe. Yeah, this is gonna be a big
With
one.
with the Presty attack, as if it ever procs, it's gonna be half of either bot laner's health bar.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna be a Void Seeker gonna hit, or Void Seeker? No, that's
That's
Rex IQ, isn't it?
Don't,
Oh.
nope. I'm not up to snuff on
That's 2.
on caster ability names.
Yeah, I always mix up Kai'Sa's W with Rek'Sai's Q because I think. Oh, Solazur gonna dodge away from that. Is he gonna hit it? No, that is 3 now. And now, Tendies comes in for moral support, but since they've got the wards in the brush, there's not really anything that he can do there.
It is in fact Void Seeker.
It is Void Seeker.
Yes.
Oh, Rek'Sai's is Prey Seeker.
Yep, there it is.
See, they're both Seekers, and
We did it, guys. We're there.
we did it, Reddit. Okay. So now it's actually going fine here in the CS game for Smoking Gun and Solazur. Smoking Gun has 39 CS now, so Porkchop, he might be able to get something here on delay, and he does, yeah.
Yeah, the execution damage comes in. Porkchop just solo kills the Ornn. And, you know, Ornn the duelist tank doesn't really duel that heavily into a lane
Yeah,
like...
not against Pantheon, that's for sure.
Not against Pantheon, especially not without items.
Ooh.
Solazar getting kind of low. The Ignite is burned. Talented getting hit up by these minions and the Ash.
Gets the pull. Talented stunned.
Nice
Solazur
stun.
uses the Ignite before the heal comes out. Talented is
Heal
going to
goes
go
off,
down.
but the
Smoking Gun
Ignite does
takes the
drop him.
shut down. And now it's me that's OP, has to walk away, but he's gonna live unless Solazur gets in here. He's not 6, but he can still kill.
Yep, there's just the stab. He got shanked with a prison knife.
Yeah, it's the old pirate dagger. Oh, but Pantheon's here, and Smoking
wow.
Gun's in trouble. One more auto attack.
Smoking Gun's
and the
wondering
Q.
where this guy came from. There's the flash out. It is actually worth it for Return to the Middle Sticks. They picked up both the teleport, ult, and flash from Pantheon just for the flash heal. So it is a trade of summoners. The ult goes down, and Porkchop misses some minions up in top lane.
Yeah, not to mention, you got the 2 kills anyway, so you're already starting at a big advantage there, and Solazur still not 6, but he's going to try for it anyway, misses it onto Rito. That's 4. I suppose we won't count the one where he got Rito's flash, so this is 3.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Oh. Let's start another counter of how many times he gets hit by the Never move. But he is going to get out thanks to Pyke being a slippery sausage of a boy.
Yeah, Pyke doesn't really, you know, concern himself too much with ever taking poke or worrying about getting out.
Yeah, especially if you take liposuction and Porkchop duking it out. Gonna get some damage onto him. Porkchop wins that trade pretty handily. So, despite being down in kills because of their because of the shutdown, Return to the Middle Sticks is 500 gold ahead here, and I'm sure we're going to start to see that move up a little bit that lead grow a little bit. Now that Solazur has 6, he's going to pull Swain in. The flash comes out from him. He's not going to get hit. It's me that's OP. One or two more auto attacks until Pyke ult is on, but they can see him. He has to flash, and Hecarim's here. Alacrity, the ultimate, he doesn't get him. He dies before he can finish the ult, and that's a double kill for the bot lane of US Army Esports.
Yep, but it looks like our stream is dead.
Wait, our stream's dead? What?
Stream died. The stream machine broke. We're just
broke.
frozen on the top lane.
Oh, well, then let's just pause this one, figure out.
Yep. Give us a second for technical
we'll go
difficulties.
to technical
here,
difficulties here. Well, I suppose they can't even see anything, so.
True.
Get wrecked. It says we're live, and oh, it says we're fine for me.
I'm getting an ad. The stream has reset itself.
Okay. Stream reset itself. We're back. Don't worry, guys. I don't know what the technical difficulties were, but I'm the tech wizard who fixed them, and now Tendies is going in onto Alacrity. Algu gonna get the kill with that buffed Orianna ult.
Yeah, we like that.
He actually hit all the Pyke hooks in that 2v2.
Yeah, we didn't miss any Pyke hooks. We're still sitting at 3 right now.
Yeah. Or I suppose it was a 2v3 because Alacrity showed up and then, ruined their day.
Yeah, that was unkind.
And now Lipo has to run away from Porkchop.
He's just bullying out this Ornn, and he's going to continue doing that until Ornn picks up, I would assume, his first item, straight up. Ignite goes down, Solazar
Oh,
chasing.
jeez.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Does he make it out here? He could.
Okay, he might still make it out here, but Algu's here. He misses this knock-up on the Pork Chop, but Pork Chop is going to get knocked up, and Pork Chop goes down to Lipo.
Yeah, Solazar did make it out, but that's a feels bad.
Yeah,
I don't think we need 2 counters going. We can.
Well, we'll just tack that one on because holy crap, that was suspect. No, that was Fancy Feet. That was Fancy Feet by It's Me That's OP.
Kaisa does have the Manamune finished and has picked up another pickaxe. Still a little bit ahead in items just off the back of the gold from those kills, but props to Smoking Gun for staying up in CS. Actually a little bit ahead currently.
Yeah, talented. He also has his slightly magical bootsy doodles, so he is... Well, actually, basically because of the boots... Okay, that's another one. Because of the slightly magical boots, call him 300 gold. They're even, actually. Now Alacrity comes in on Algu. Algu does now, just now, has the sombrero available. He might use it. He does get it onto... Oh, he knocks Kaisa out of the ultimate! But it doesn't matter because there's 4 of them.
Yeah. I would like to point out that Solazar did hit that one, so we're still only at 5.
4.
Big money. Oh, we're at 4 now? So we're back. Oh yeah, forgot. We gave him the
we gave
flash.
him the we gave him the flash one.
I'll update my sticky note.
Everyone's keeping track, but Tendies is here, and I don't think he can win a 2v1, but he can certainly try. It looks like he will be going to. The Ash Arrow comes in, it hits the one, and he has the ultimate available. He's gonna get both of them.
Very nice wave doing that. As efficient as Graves could have killed 2 members, 1 stunned, 1 slowed.
Yeah, 1 stun, 1
Tendies
slowed.
Tendies has been farming it out really hard. He's up several camps in jungle just because of the way jungle CS tracker works now. So he's actually quite a bit ahead of Alacrity.
Yeah, and well, yeah, that's 79 to 58. He's doing great. He's got 3 kills as well in his pocket. Solazar gonna get the stun onto that one. Alacrity runs away. He doesn't have his ult available.
Tendies does solo out the dragon, picks up the cloud. There are 2 dragons up now.
Yeah, and 500 gold, but you know that's spitting distance right now because as fast it can go either way, and I mean Solazar can get some kills with his ultimate, share the love a little bit, or we could just see Talented start to snowball out of control. He's already 5-1.
And picking up
oh, misses another one, and Alacrity's here. Oh, this might be bad, but... Yeah, lucky that they had Lipo here. Lipo gonna use the knockup, forces the flash from Talented. It's Me That's OP, he gets pulled back into the fight. He uses the stopwatch here. Now the teleport from Rito and Pork Chop. It's 2 of them. It's all 5 members of Army Esports in the bottom lane here.
Yeah, it feels kind of bad for US Army Esports committing both, but
oh, the flash
will actually be a
Lane.
fight.
That is going to be the ultimate coming out from Algu. He gets It's Me That's OP, and now Liposuction Lane is tanking the turret. Smoking Gun got the stun, but I don't think there's anything that comes from that except for the loss of the support. Rito gets pulled in by Solazar. He has the ultimate available. If they can get any damage onto Talented. No, the Killer Instinct comes out. Tendies has... Oh, doesn't even need it, but Lipo goes down under the turret to Rito after taking down that Rise there. That's a 3 for 1. Yeah, 3 for 1.
Yeah, 3 for 1, and it feels extra bad for US Army Esports committing both of the TPs that didn't really accomplish anything. They had the temporary man advantage until Algu showed up in the bot lane, and then they just lost the fight off of a nice Ornn engage.
Yeah, good Ornn engage, followed up by a really good Orianna shockwave, and they managed to split that fight into a 3-2 side, and they had Rito on the ropes, Pork Chop running, and they took down It's Me That's OP pretty quickly. Now Solazar coming in on It's Me That's OP, pulls him back. He has the ultimate available, and it looks like he's... Oh, flashes it! Good play there by It's Me That's OP, because even though he might still die here... Oh, Solazar overextends! He dies.
Nope, doesn't get it there. He does get the flash and the ignite out, but the healing from It's Me That's OP puts him just out of reach.
Yeah, so Solazar dies. He's 1 and 4 here on this Pike. Meanwhile, Porkchop just shows up and he's like, "Hey, Lipo, I'm here." Takes a lot of damage for it though.
Yeah, for sure. I actually I disagree with Ashe moving into the mid lane here. It does look like she's rotating up to top now. I wanted to see them immediately go top instead of go for that play onto Swain, because getting the tower in bot lane and forcing the resets out of US Army Esports meant they could have actually picked up Rift Herald before the counter could come in from US Army Esports.
Yeah,
Don't think they would have been. I think they would have been late to the play.
Yeah, but Alacrity's here. He actually gets slowed, but the flash comes out from Smoke and Gun to avoid the onslaught of shadows. Onslaught of... Stop, something. Onslaught, and that's going to be another one missed by Solazar as Porkchop does some damage here, but oh wow, Tendies! So much damage, he's going to get it. Lipo misses the knock with the knockback with the Ornhorn.
Nobody saw it, Lipo, it's fine.
And it is a 3,000 gold advantage for Return of the Middle Sticks thus far in this game. They're going to be the pullback, but on the rise. Rito, he's stunned. Lipo's tanking, though. He's tanking 2 members. Tendies gets another kill. Porkchop, he is in the shield. Now Talented takes down Lipo, but loses his life. Rito, was Smoking Gun tanking turret this whole time?
I think so.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident that's the only way Ashe could have died in that scenario.
Because Rito was already dead.
Yep, definitely.
So Tendies jumps in on, gets jumped on by Alacrity, but that's going to be the kill by Tendies.
Ambitious from Alacrity there.
Yeah. I think you just kind of forgot that Solazar was there.
Underestimated the damage of these 6-1 Graves, now 7-1 Graves.
And now Porkchop is here for Algu, but Algu has damage, has the ultimate. Solazar going to get the stun, and now Algu can use the sombrero. The ultimate finally comes out from Porkchop, or Solazar, for a good kill. 300 gold shared to his mid laner.
Now we finally get the redemption arc for Pyke started.
Yeah, the redemption arc finally starts. I don't even want to count that one as missing because no one was there to hit.
No, wasn't in range.
Yeah.
If they're not in range, I'm not gonna call it.
Because you can't cancel it either. Okay,
you
so
can let it run out.
well, yeah, you can let it run out, but like
You can't get the mana back.
why not throw it?
That,
Yeah.
or the cooldown.
On the off chance that someone happens to flash into it.
Right.
And now they are, looks like both teams are coming around this mountain Drake. Return of the Middle Sticks already has 2 other dragons, but US Army Esports is looking to get their first of the game. Alacrity has the Onslaught of Shadows. And
At this point, the one matching the Kaisa is actually Graves in terms of damage and itemization. The Kaisa
Alright, they're not going to get it. Alacrity loses his life after he cannot steal the dragon.
That
Now,
feels bad.
yeah.
Commits the Onslaught of Shadows and the Smite to not get dragged, dies in the pit. And it's me that's OP will die on the end of it.
The Ornhorn is here. He's
Wanna
going
go
to
for
knock
more.
it. Gets Talented. Solazar going to get the stun. No, the Flash is actually going to save him, but not for long because the pull is going to knock him back into his death.
Yeah, at that point, if you're not going to commit Flash for the Ornhorn, I think you just save it. That's Flash and Heal used without Killer Instinct after getting hit by Ornhorn. At that point, you're just dead.
Yeah, you just kind of die there, and now another turret goes over. Return of the Middle Sticks currently 8,000 gold ahead of their opponents. Last time these two met, we saw Army Esports take down Return of the Middle Sticks, but this time the tables have turned.
Yeah, it's looking like I would like to see Rise Rito be a little bit more impactful in this game. He hasn't really gotten the opportunity to do much, and I feel like if they were to play in the bot lane, as I mentioned, him not being impactful.
Yeah, wait, why Rito?
Why
Rito?
Might be able to phase rush out of this.
Yeah.
He does get away.
Does get Liposuction Lane's flash, but Porkchop's here. He has the Yumu's ticking. He's running. He jumps onto Smoking Gun, gets the stun. Yeah, I don't think he might. He
I
might
don't know
be
if
able
he has
to do
enough
something.
damage.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does not have
execute.
enough damage.
Can't get
No,
the execute damage off.
in the 1-3-1, I think Rise could be very effective for wave clear against Orianna.
Tendies is here. Edge of Night's on him. He's gonna take down 1, 2. Now Porkchop is gonna go down as well. The triple. And the
And It's Me That's OP will drop to the Orianna.
so 4 for nothing. Oof.
Really nice rotation there coming out from Algu and Tindies. Completely shut down the play on the bot side. I feel like after Porkchop wasn't able to finish off Smoking Gun, that would be the call to just leave as quickly as possible. Some backup showed up, but you're out of resources. So.
Yeah, Tendies is just so strong here. After that triple, he is now 11, 1, and 5. Two lethality items, and they have the Rift Herald taking down the entire bot lane inhibitor turret. Alacrity trying to go in. He has the Onslaught of Shadows, is going to use a Talented, jumps into the back. He is not going to be able to find Algu. Solazar gets the kill there. Now Porkchop, he is going to get knocked up possibly by the Ornhorn. No, the Ornhorn does go wide. That's going to be Solazar with another here. And now Smoking Gun has to flash away, but the Rift Herald is still here. The Rift Herald still has about 1,000 health. Solazar has the ultimate available, but he might... Okay. He's not going to keep going.
No one low enough for Pyke and Liposuction to handle by themselves. And I think the difference maker is not just Tindies, but also the damage coming out from Orianna. There's once Kai'Sa goes down, there's really just not enough damage coming out from the likes of Ryze and Pantheon to keep these team fights going. They're short range. They have to get in against a difficult comp to get close to. And the second you do get close, you're likely to get hit by Pyke Hook. So.
And I totally agree. It looks like Tendies is here on Alacrity. He uses the ultimate, but it's not quite enough to kill. But he's going to force that jungler back right after coming out of the base.
Unfortunately, Tendies did whiff the ultimate a little bit wide right. Would have ended up being a kill. It's Me That's OP. You're in a rough spot, buddy.
Rough spot, yep. And that's another one. Okay, thank you, Lipo. Another one missed, and now Solazar chasing down Porkchop. Oh, misses another one. That's 9. So kill score currently 25 to 12. It's a 12,000 gold lead for this for the return of the Fiddlesticks. And
our
looks like
team
Baron
has started a Baron. Yeah. I don't think there's any contest for this. It's already gone.
Yeah, Alacrity didn't even have Smite, so there was nothing he could really do. Porkchop gets pulled in by the stun. Does not get stunned, rather. Gets pulled in.
No arrow, but they might have enough here. Yep, the other pull lands. A really nice block on the ultimate to deny the gold, but he will still go down.
Yeah, Solazar was not where he was when he used it. Oh, jeez.
I see what you mean, Solazar.
Yeah.
I see it now. It's sometimes it be that way.
And sometimes like that it be. All right,
they are gonna end up taking this inhib tower. I don't see anything that's capable of stopping right now. The inhib to fall right afterwards, and it's a now or never situation. You're down. Well, actually, you're not down a man. Solazar did die. You do need to go now though if you're going to do it, and RTM will back out.
Up a man, and we might just see them come in here. Alacrity has his ultimate, but he doesn't have his E available. His Moby Boots are also down. Tendies is just poking on their way out. So.
And RTM will be able to get out cleanly.
Yeah, another dragon left on the map. There is a Cloud Drake sitting there in the pit, and they could just go for that. They could, let their Baron buff run out, or they could try and crack this mid open.
They do have they do have a lot of damage on the inner mid tower already, but I don't know how much time is left on the Baron for them to work with.
Yeah, and spectators bugged, so you can't actually see the timer.
Thank you, Rito. Why?
Yeah,
Rito?
it's bugged, so you can't see the timer on the buff. You just see that,
They do have enough Baron left
to
probably crack this tower at least.
Yeah, they still have a minute and a half left, I believe.
Okay.
So they are going to get that third inhibitor, and they might just try and push for the end here. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes wide, but It's Me That's OP gets pulled in and killed.
Oof. Doesn't even get to use the ult. Stopwatch was down, so it would not have mattered.
That's
good
talented.
Pull in on talented.
Great pull there. He's going to get another. Can he go for 3? No, because he's in the fountain.
Now, Tendies will drop Alacrity on the backside, and that'll be enough damage to kill the Ryze. And Pork Chop, I'm sorry, buddy. There's nothing you can do
Yeah,
here.
there is
except
nothing you can
block.
do in this situation. Liposuction Lane gets the kill there, and it is going to be Return of the Middle Sticks clapping back against US Army Esports.
Lipo, final count.
What was it? Was it 9?
I think it was 9.
Okay, well,
That's not too bad.
it was
I've missed more hooks than that.
it was under the 15 that Solazar said that it was. So,
Yep.
well,
Okay.
we will be back in a couple of minutes with our final game of the day, Gecko Slammer Armageddon, America's team versus the Saucy Summoners. So don't go anywhere. everybody. We are back.
We have returned.
And to answer your question, GSM is America's team because whenever the GSM players are on stream, they always chant GSM USA, GSM USA. And also, yes, Army is America's other team. But GSM
America
is
can have
like...
two teams.
America can have
we're
two
line them up
teams.
here.
We got 3 branches of military, we can have 2 teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy. All right. Well, it looks like another fight. Are we doing this again?
Let's hope that it either happens or it doesn't, because I can't take another one where it's like, is it gonna happen? Okay, let's see if
just
I can...
waiting.
Okay,
Right.
GSM on the blue side. We got General Vici in the top lane on Cho'Gath, King Yeetloaf in the jungle playing Skarner, Inox in the mid lane on Silas, and in the bot lane, Rito, Torchic, and Hamana on Caitlyn and Morgana.
Well done. Well done. I'm gonna run it. We've got Saucy Summoners on the red side, Noxian Glory in the top lane on Scion, Doc or Doke, I don't know.
I always go
And the
Doc.
jungle on Jarvan the Fourth, Killering in the mid lane on Cassiopeia, and Vital and PB Doughboy in the bot lane on Varus Pike.
Okay, so there was no invade here. They were both positioning to counter and invade.
Team introduction, speed run, glitchless, any percent.
I think you kind of have to 100% the team introduction. That might just be me.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one, dog. Okay.
Some interesting picks. Silas mid, it's kind of fallen out of favor, at least in Platinum Division. But still super strong in my opinion. A lot of really nice ults for him to steal on the side of Saucy Summoners, so it might have been why it was picked up.
Oh yeah, I mean between Cassiopeia, like Scion, and Pike, and I mean even Varus.
Even the Varus ultimate is really nice. Yeah. So.
Oh, General Vici. Ooh.
And here's the Jarvan the Fourth special.
Holy crap, Killering. Calm down.
Yikes. Level 2 advantage Cassiopeia. You talk about it in the bot lane, but not so much in the mid lane.
The man's played against Bjergsen, and you're bullying him like never before.
Oof.
Yeah, so Killering keeping Inox pushed in, which is a rarity in GSM's games. Usually Inox is the one doing the bullying or, picking a losing lane and going even, but this time it seems like the Cassiopeia's got him on the ropes, but PB Doughboy is here, he's threatening, and they're trying to steal away this blue buff.
Yeah, I'm not sure they'll be able to get that done. It looks like Skarner is going to go back into his own jungle.
Yeah,
trade in the top lane of knockups.
Yeah, and this is a good trade for Vici. He's got all of that built-in sustain, so plus the grasp,
absolutely.
He got a really good grasp proc off. I thought, it looked larger than Noxian Glories for some reason.
Was a nice binding, a lot of damage onto Vital. He will have to flash away from the ignite. And that's just the Caitlyn Morgana lane in a nutshell right there.
Yeah, straight up. Doc is here. Vici doesn't have flash. He's gonna try and get out of it, but the flash forward by Doc, it means that he is going to get that first blood.
Yeah, it was a nice knock-up. I don't think he had a grasp proc available, otherwise he might have been able to actually trade onto Noxian Glory there, but he does try to run it out and die for his troubles.
Yeah. To answer your question, Lane, TFT hasn't officially quit the league, but it's such a problem for them since they're jungler promoted. They're starting jungler promoted, and they're in a couple of other tournaments, so they've decided that they don't really want the stress of it. But PB Doughboy actually has to flash him away.
Oh, that's sad. Rito Torchic misplaced.
Yeetloaf is here. Oh, Doughboy takes a little bit of damage, but
will get out. Yeah, if Rito Torchic slightly misplaced his trap the first time and did not get the second trap down in time to catch the dash, so PB Doughboy kind of getting a freebie there.
Yeah, and that's like Hamana and Rito Torchic are one of the best bot lanes in Diamond, but it's just the little mistakes there. It's like, yeah, you see that they have a lot of the ability to just, we could just kill both of you. It's just, I messed up my trap once, so.
Right. I'll just wait for the next binding to land. Is the problem that they're facing down in the bot lane for Vital and Doughboy. But on the flip side of that, there is something to be said for the fact that your jungler and your support, or your AD carry and your support have pick potential. There's only one black shield for Hamana, so
Yeah, that's true.
if he black shields post 6, if he black shields the hook, then Vital catches either one of them with the ult. That's a kill. Like,
Yeah, this is a scary lane after 6. Scary lane after 6, but certainly Rito, Torchic, and Hamana are their own sort of scary lane. It's just a little less, damned if you do, damned if you don't, and a little more, Caitlyn's gonna have 2 items, and then she's gonna blow your head off.
And yeah, like you said, Killering not necessarily up in CS, but really kind of freely bullying this Sylas right now. Sylas is kind of an all or nothing. I either go in and kill you, or I don't type of laner.
Yeah, very feast or famine Sylas is. And Cassiopeia, I mean, not dying against Sylas is your win condition in the lane. But Rito Torchic, he's going to get some damage off onto Vital. Vital going to go down to Hamana. The pool did it. He was standing in there for far too long. And now Inox is going to go down as well, it looks like. Oh, but he gets the double stun off the flash over by Yeetloaf. They're going to find Killering? No, not quite.
Not quite. A really nice attempt coming out from Inox. Almost picture perfect. But on that outplay.
Yeah, just Killering. They got the kill onto Inox, and Killering didn't take the... and then Killering leveled up, I believe?
Yeah, he got the level up off, along with the fact that the auto attack from King Yeetloaf didn't quite do enough damage before the level up came through. It's a game of inches.
Game of inches, and now even though they're at the kill disadvantage, like we saw with Return of the Middle Sticks versus Army Esports, GSM is in the lead in gold because of these CS differences. Look at Rito Torchic versus Vital.
Yeah, that is rough. In terms of team composition, actually, I think the team fight... engage here. Doc, out of mana, has used everything. Forced the flash from Inox. He might be out of this. I think
Inox is fine. Although, they
there's
might
a red
need
buff.
Vici. Yeah, red buff is ticking.
Goes back in for the Kingslayer. Yeah, doesn't have it.
And just like you said, Rito Torchic, because the pool or the Black Shield was on Hamana, Vital, one more auto attack, it's gonna get it, and now we have Nox and Glory charging in. Hamana body blocks it for his ADC. He's gonna lose his life, but PB Doughboy, he cannot find the hook here. The flash forward by Scion King Yeetloaf. He's gonna not be there in time, and Rito Torchic goes down as well.
A really nice TP coming in from Noxy and Glory. No, from a team composition perspective, the pick is there in spades for GSM, but I actually like the team fight coming out on the side of
Saucy Summoners.
You're not reminding me of the name. Some Saucy Summoners, yes, because I mean you've got the ability for Jarvan and Cassiopeia to just completely lock down and poison an area. Aside from flashes, there's very little way for GSM to get out of Cataclysm.
Yeah, especially...
So if Cataclysm is sitting on top of... Or if Miasma is sitting on top of Cataclysm and Killering hits an ult into Twin Fangs...
You literally can't get out.
You cannot leave. Because the Miasma grounded effect will stop you from flashing, and there are no other movement abilities really except for the dash from Sylas and net from Caitlyn, which are also stopped by grounded.
Yeah, and now General Vici, okay, manages to silence Noxian Glory before he gets the decimating smash off, but yeah, he takes a couple of unfavorable trades here, and now he is chugging potions.
Yeah, it is Cho'Gath though. He is not going to have too much trouble sustaining. It is dangerous though for Noxian Glory to keep going. King Yeetloaf is here. He does get the stun off, and that's an easy kill.
Yeah, no flash, no ultimate. He's not going to be able to get anything here. Just going to try and take some CS.
Does get a grass proc.
Yeah, it does get a grass proc, so that is
not bad.
Infinite scaling, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get that infinite scaling. So
and on top of that, I mean, there's a world in which Cataclysm catches 2 or 3. There's the Black Shield coming out. Vital is not 6 yet, so that trade-off that I talked about, not quite online yet.
Yeah, and Himana now finishing his quest here. He is going to, yeah, that's 10 minutes, so pretty much average.
Fairly average, yeah. No, there's a world where Cataclysm catches 2 or 3, the Miasma comes across, and then you got 2 or 3 characters low for Pyke ult to just triple kill off of one cast.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a one team fight right there, because, oh, the flash forward, the dark, Black Chains forces Vital's flash. Good trade there.
Yeah, really good trade there. Almost predicted the flash with the binding too, would have been really nutty, because Ace in the hole was available.
Yeah, and Vital was low enough at that point, so... But it does look like Himana and Rito Torchic will be getting plates.
Yeah, this CS deficit in the bot lane is going to make a lot of the team fight bonuses I was talking about kind of moot points if Rito Torchic gets online with items. He'll just be able to poke out anybody who could lock him down before they can get to him.
And the one thing that I do really like here that the bot lane of GSM just did was that they saw that Pyke and... Oh, we're going to see Noxian Glory ult away. But the one thing that I really did like that they saw Pyke and Doc clearing vision in that bot side jungle, and they immediately noped out of there. A lot of duo ADC support duos, when they get ahead as the way that they have, they'll just get too greedy and be like, oh yeah, well we can take him 2v2, and suddenly it'll turn into a 3v2 when Killering gets down there. And I think it's just very smart, and they don't want to throw away that 50 CS or 40 CS lead they have.
Yeah, don't want to hand over any free gold. The Ocean Drake was picked up. Flash there forces the net out of Rito Torchic, but he does get pulled back in. There's no Black Shield. He's dead to the Pyke ult.
And now Silas teleporting in. Doughboy is going to get stunned up, but it is a 3v2 here. The teleport comes in from Vici. Himana does not get stunned by the ultimate, and that's going to be Noxian Glory knocking up General Vici, canceling his teleport. Now Himana going to go down here, and it is just Inox versus the world, 1v4. He misses the ultimate from Pyke, and Inox lives.
Yeah, and General Vici just getting bullied out by Noxian Glory in this top lane. Very difficult for Cho'Gath to put down the type of damage that...
oh, the flash onto Vital. Wow. He's going to get him with the Pyke ult, stolen away from his support.
And Vital was just not ready for that. Didn't have any resources to be able to dodge out of that one.
And now Inox still has the Pyke ult available. He's going to get the stun onto Doc. Yeetloaf does not have Impale available. And now Pyke, he's going to get Yeetloaf so low. That's going to be the ultimate shutdown onto Jarvan the Fourth. Inox has the reset, but holy crap, Killering does a lot of damage.
Yeah, Killering does get the phase rush, and with the poison ticking, is able to put Inox down to about half health, but not able to go any further, was getting low on mana. With Himana and Rito Torchic covering now, cannot go forward.
Yeah, but with Inox getting those 2 kills there, that is going to be an extra 600 gold on each kill. It's going to put his team ahead by 2,000 despite being down 2 kills.
A really nice play, recognizing that Vital didn't have anything left. It's an easy pickup for him. Turret plating is going to drop now. Looks like
Holy
the only plate
crap.
achieved...
Oh
my.
One last headshot going to do it.
Yeah, that's just the Caitlyn combo coming out there. That was really nice from Rito Torchic.
Yeah, and props to Himana for catching him and getting him stuck there for so long. That's just, God, that is terrifying.
Yeah, it's there's a reason it's one of the most contested bot lanes in solo queue. It is just so oppressive if you land anything.
Yeah, and just to take a look at the gold lead right now, it's 2,000 gold in the pocket of Rito Torchic. So, it's 2,000 gold there. You got 1,000. The Inox is up over Killering, and
1,000 in mid lane, about 600 in the supports.
But the ultimate comes down. Oh, Doc actually cancels Noxian Glory's ultimate, but it doesn't matter because Inox is dead. But Yeetloaf does manage to get that Ocean Drake.
And good play in the mid lane. Yeetloaf will pick up the Ocean. They're trying to go for more on the bot side because of what General Vici is doing to the top lane tower.
Yeah, they're chasing down Killering here. But the Impale comes out. Doc is pulled under the turret. He's going to get Yeetloaf low, but Doc! Oh! One last turret shot will take him down.
But yeah, good on them to go under and pick up King Meatloaf. I don't. Yeah, the dive works out. They do get Noxian Glory as a trade back, but they might be able to pick up Rito Torchic here. Oh, he gets out of the execute range and will pick up PB Doughboy on the backside.
Sloppy and yeah, pretty sloppy dive. They actually trade 2 for 2 there. Although PB Doughboy does get the ultimate onto Himana with his, yeah, he gets the ultimate onto Himana, so he does share a fair amount of gold there.
Yeah, and this entire time, General Vici's just been wailing on towers in the top lane. Tier 1 goes down, half health off the Tier 2.
Yeah, and that's what happens. You leave a Cho'Gath alone, and he's got Demolish.
Yeah, and Cho'Gath actually, because of the way his kit works, Riot decided to give him a fair amount of base attack speed, actually. So he does take turrets rather quickly with Demolish and just his base stats.
Yeah, so GSM, who are 3,000 gold ahead, Inox is going to jump away from the Bone Skewer, but he's now being chased down by Killer, and he has the ultimate. He's going to get the ultimate off the Aftershock, ticks, procs, but Inox is dead here. Oh, is he?
Yeah, no, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Kingslayer is such a bait, man.
Kingslayer is just so terrifying when you're like, wait a minute, I thought you were dead.
Yeah, if Inox had any support there, then that could have been what they turned off of, but Inox was pretty much alone. Nothing that he could really do in that scenario.
Yeah, there was Himana, but, you know, what's a support gonna do against a 4v2?
And all GSM really needs to do is open up these team fights for Caitlyn. The full item isn't even completed on Vital. He has 83 CS to 133. Caitlyn has finished Rapid Fire Cannon.
Yeetloaf out of position.
Yeetloaf out of position, yep. Caught trying to clear vision, I assume, setting up for this bot lane.
Good last minute 90 caliber net by Rito Torchic.
Yeah. But no, the Caitlyn has finished IE and the Rapid Fire Cannon miles ahead of. Oh, what an engage!
Torchic, good flash.
Does he have
wall.
enough? Yep. There's the pike ult to catch it up.
And it was Dat Boy coming in hot with the ultimate. He is going to give his team another 300 gold. So the gold lead goes from about 3,000 to 1,000. They're evening it up here.
Yeah, no, Saucy Summoners is doing a really good job of denying what I just mentioned, stopping Rito Torchic from getting anything in these team fights or in these skirmishes.
Oh, but Himana might be caught here. No, he has the Zanya's Hourglass. He's going to use the ult, forces 2 flashes. He uses the Zanya's finally, and that's going to be Inox. Oh, but he's so low. He's going to go down to Killering. Himana gets rooted by the Chains of Corruption second hand. He's going to lose his life. General Vici on the run. Looks like he is going to get away, but that's a 2 for nothing.
Yeah, Morgana and Silas thought that the Saucy Summoners were trapped in that bush with them. Saucy Summoners like, no, you're trapped in this bush with me.
They're like, hey, I think we can get a pick here. And Saucy Summoners like, psych, you thought.
They'll pick up the mid lane tower, and they look like they're looking to reset here. I think that's a smart call. The amount of gold they just picked up means items on their carries, which is really important to them right now. You want to get at least a major item into the pocket of Varus at this point. Killering did just pick up his Morellonomicon, which is really nice for him. That pen is going to be really effective because there's no real MR built up on the side of GSM, with the exception of
a pair of Merc Treads.
Vici and a pair of Merc Treads, yeah.
Yeah. So we do see a dead even game here, even though GSM did just get that mid turret. But yeah, that full reset, very smart, because they did need to save that top turret. They needed to go back and buy items. Oh, Rito Torchic gets flashed on.
Nope, the Black Shield is really good.
Yeah, Himana gets the kill on that one. That's going to be another one. Oh, 1,000 gold for
down.
Inox.
That was also a Pike ultimate.
Yeah, so now Noxian Glory, he's going to...
1,500 gold that just went to Inox.
Yeah, so this Ocean Drake, 6 seconds on it, but it looks like they want to go for the turret instead, breaking open the map a
Absolutely,
little harder.
With this man advantage, you want to go for the inner tower here. Really egregious overstep from Saucy Summoners. Did not have the support of their top and jungle there, and honestly, at this point, Varus isn't a character on this map. He does not have items, he does not have gold, he's still sub 100 CS. His ult is really the only thing he contributes at this point.
Yeah, I don't think delaying that Blade of the Ruin King was really worth it here to get that pickaxe. I think Vital really needed to finish the Bork, and instead of, oh, the pick here, that's going to be the chains, black chains coming out, Doc going to go down, that's Noxian Glory, not finding any meaningful engage onto the other team.
All hail the bush of limited knowledge.
All hail the bush of limited knowledge. We see GSM, they're going to take their second Ocean Drake of the game here, and now they're 4,000 gold in the lead.
Yeah, just like that. I would like to reiterate, 2,000 of that came from a Pike ult off of a 1,000 gold shutdown onto Killering. Which is just, I mean, when you get it on a target like that, it's really just quite nuts.
It's ridiculous, yeah. That there's actually something to be said for actually just feeding Cassiopeia until she's got 1,000 gold shutdown, and then killing her with Pike ult. Inox playing 1,000 IQ big brain plays here.
Yeah, it reminds me of a Civ HD video winning by feeding. You get Caitlyn up to like 15 kills, and then you 1v5 her with Mordekaiser ult. And the old Mordekaiser ult, you just have Caitlyn now.
Oh yeah, then you've got this massive Caitlyn.
It's a good meme.
It is a pretty good meme.
Doesn't work.
Oh,
But,
yeah, it doesn't work anymore, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, it didn't work back then either, but works significantly less than the idea of picking up shutdown golds with Pike Ultimate.
Yeah, that's actually it.
That's not
be
a meme.
viable
That's just
strat.
good.
That's literally just feed to win.
Yeah.
Get your support to die to their mid laner like 3 or 4 times. Kill him with Pike ult.
Haunting Guys is online for Killering. He is almost at his strongest point in the mid game, getting that 3-item spike with the actual Leandri's Torment up. They really want to start looking around Baron as soon as that item is finished.
Yeatloaf is here. He doesn't have Flash, but he popped
Predator
his Predator.
popped, and he did not actually use the Righteous Glory without the Flash. I didn't think he actually wanted to go in. He just wanted to scare him a little bit.
Yeah, because he does get the reduced cooldown from the Predator not being applied.
Gotta put the fear of God on him, man.
Not just the fear of God, but the fear of Crab.
And here's something else that is worth considering because of how far behind Vital was and the itemization choices coming out from Killering. No QSSs have been purchased on the side of Saucy Summoners, so that Impale is looking scarier and scarier as time goes on.
Yeah, and you do want to just jump on Killering for that. So the moment that Yeatloaf's Flash is up, I am sure we're going to see GSM just jumping onto the Cassiopeia as hard as they can. And jeez, what is it with these Caitlyns? Yeah.
Yeah, and because of Vital not being a major factor, does finally pick up the Bork, is sitting on 2 pickaxes actually, which
I don't
I don't know. I don't have
the ultimate comes out from onto General Vici. It's a 1v4, but the team is coming in. Yeatloaf is here. The teleport coming in from Inox.
Stoneplate's an item.
Yeah, no one knocked off. And now Pike is caught. Pike's going to go down here for certain.
Yeah, he does drop here. Doxian Glory doesn't have a way out. Will die to the Pike ultimate. That's 2 down. They might just look at this Baron immediately.
And Killering used the Petrifying Gaze to zone Yeatloaf away. And that kept him from turning that fight at all. So now we are going to see GSM started. Doc is over the side of the wall. He does have the potential to steal.
Impale is still up. I don't know if it's safe to attempt the steal. He might just get suppressed and die.
Ooh, they might have to back off now. Rito Torchic died to Vital.
Yeah, that was a really good pick. That was really important. That'll stop the Baron in its tracks because I don't think a steal was possible with Impale still available.
Yeah, and I don't think that Saucy Summoners can do it right now because, you know, they're significantly behind in the DPS department, but
if they had the Leandries on the with the Leandries and Bodork, the amount of bonus damage you get from max health does allow them to actually take a deceptively quick Baron. But without the Leandries and with King Yeatloaf still alive on the map with Flash up, I don't think they want to risk it in that scenario.
I think right now the Baron dance is over for now. They might just have to turn onto this Mountain Drake.
Now, Mountain spawning pretty soon.
It looks like Yeatloaf is clearing his topside jungle in preparation for it. Meanwhile, Vici is just gonna counter-push bot lane against Noxian Glory here. Wait, you have to kill the little one. Kill the little one.
But you can't leave that orphan alone. That you just
kill him.
That makes me angry.
Just
Put him out of his misery, man.
we would, yeah. See, you know how messed up Batman is? That wouldn't have happened if they just killed Bruce too.
Fat Krug.
Oh, but that's going to be the
Torchic
miss
does
coming out from
sidestep
Noxian
the
Glory.
Glory ult.
Yeah, now Himana has the black chains on. They're going to be able to get the Scion. It'll take a little while, but they can burn him down. Vici zoning for his team in the back line of the fight, and Noxian Glory now just has to be taken down here. Silas is slowed, and he's getting hit by Noxian Glory. Okay, that's a triple
Does
knock
get
up
really
here
low.
by Vici.
Really nice knock up from Cho'Gath.
But Rito Torchic is going to go down. That's going to be PB Doughboy. He changed into 1, 2. Can he get a third onto Yeetlov? He does, and Vici makes it 4. Oh my god!
That was terrifying. Pyke just had the perfect setup, and Killering, he gives his life for it, but with the flash, the ultimate, and the ignite, does give enough time that I think this Baron's just free.
Yeah, they should be able to get this. Vital has attack speed, Bork, and they'll take it slowly, but they've still got 15 seconds until Inox is back on the map, so...
Doc doesn't really have defense for this, but they've got the TP coming in from Noxian Glory. It's theirs.
Yeah,
I was getting a little bit scared for Doc there, but between the attack speed from Bork and the attack speed coming out from Jarvan's flag, then they should have this before anyone can get on the map.
Yep, they
That's
had
a
just
really
all
nice
respawned.
turn.
Yeah, great turn there. Killering managed to take down Rito Torchic while he was trapped in the Cataclysm, and then PB Doughboy was like, hey, I'll go for the easy kill onto the support. He takes down Himana, and then proceeds to chain into Silas, Yeetlov, and then Vici.
Yeah, because of the miasma got walked through by Himana, and the fact that Inox was walking through miasma while Noxian Glory was on him, it put them both in Pyke ult range before they got to the rest of the fight.
Yeah, and the Miasma, as effective of a zoning tool it is, it also does a ton of damage if you stay in it.
Mm-hmm. And now that Noxian Glory does not care.
No, he is a big, beefy boy.
Thog don't care.
Thog smack.
Yeah, and now that the Leandri's Torment is finished and Vital has picked up the Rage Blade, they're actually in a really nice team fighting position right now. We're at that point in the game where what we were talking about, the Cataclysm Miasma combo with the Varus ult coming over, and you saw it there, the Pyke just getting to repeat ult on everybody, is a very real possibility. These team fights are getting really scary despite how strong GSM looked in the mid game.
Oh, but that's going to be Doc. He actually has his QSS. That is the first of the game.
Only member
Vital.
who has QSS.
Vital whiffs his ultimate. So...
Unlucky, but it actually isn't as long of a cooldown as some CC ults in the game. So
yeah, so...
could be worse.
But GSM is doing a great job at holding this push. They have Vici to zone for them at the front of the fight, or at the front of their team. So if they engage, they have to do it through a Cho'Gath.
Yeah, Vici with Adaptive and Stoneplate, he can almost make himself unkillable for at least 30 seconds. So in terms of actual front-to-back team fight, the front line heavily favors GSM at this point.
Yeah, and, well, they're doing great because they're keeping them off of that first turret. They have Vici to zone for them, so he can take all the minion damage, he can take all the poke damage that they're throwing out, and they're making sure that the turret doesn't go down. So it's a great way to stop the use of this Baron buff. But,
if Vital had ult there, that would have been really bad for Torchic.
Yeah, but right now, Torchic knows that he is not going to be punished except for Killering going forward and getting him. So he's free-firing right here.
And Killering does not have Flash Petrifying Gaze, so there is very little chance of Torchic actually getting caught by anything that will kill him.
But the Baron buff does go down in about 30 seconds, and it seems so far they have not been able to do anything with it. They literally have gotten nothing on this map since they took the Baron.
I mean, the ARAM is obviously ineffective. I would really like to see them start 1-3 running, put Killering in a side lane. He'll be able to bully out Vici to a certain extent. They're just gonna run it down.
Yeah, ultimate comes out from Noxian Glory, but that is going to mean that they get. Yeah, that is going to mean they get the turret.
GSM took a bit of a greedy reset, in my opinion. It does drop the inner turret, but no, I think with this Baron, it's actually better for Saucy Summoners to play the side lanes here.
Oh, certainly, especially
With the speed that you have on Pike, you can actually get some nice picks onto anyone who isn't General Vici by just moving him from lane to lane and keeping the lane assignments in like a 1-2-1 with roaming
I was
Pike.
gonna say 1-2-1. You float the Pike around all of the lanes as long as Vital and as long as Doc has Vital or Vital has Doc to peel for him. Then that that 2 should be fine. Killering can obviously fend for himself. Noxian Glory is too tanky, and PB Doughboy, if he finds anyone in the jungle, he's got 2 lanes to come and collapse on him. So.
And at this point, he's getting close to that Duskblade. He's a kill threat on Torchic if he's alone by himself.
Oh
if
yeah,
Torchic
Torchic
does
and
not have Hamana there. Yeah, or Hamana, whichever one doesn't get pulled back by the or whichever one does get pulled back by the hook, or just honestly stabbed by the empowered Q without range. It's really scary.
Yeah, they're just completely dead. So Doc tries to go in, doesn't find a knock up onto Himana, and that is really a bear assault on Inox.
Discipline. That's really good discipline from Yeatloaf, not ulting a member that he knows has the QSS up. And you can see the QSSs are online in full force. The only ones who don't have them are the Pike, who isn't really your target necessarily, although he might start.
Oh, but that's the ultimate onto Doc. Doc does get hit with the, but he doesn't need to QSS it. That's going to be one onto Inox, or Inox gets one, and Yeatloaf goes down. Now Noxian Glory on the run. He uses the ultimate. Inox is here. He gets knocked up. No, he doesn't. He uses the Zanya's Hourglass to keep himself alive. Killering does get a Q onto Inox. Inox goes very low from that.
Yeah, it did end up being a 1-for-1 trade. That Cataclysm would have been insane had Killering been there, but he was actually clearing minions in mid, did not get to rotate in time, very close to dying. Oh, there's the flash, net flash from Torchic. Really needed that kill.
Yeah.
And that'll secure them the Infernal for
and
sure.
now,
Jump
now Inox can teleport in, so it is a 4v3 right here, which means that they are just going to get this Infernal Drake.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's definitely worth Rito Torchic's flash. Did also take the flash out of Doc as well.
And yeah, and Inox ended up teleporting into the mid lane, but now with Yeatloaf back online, they can go for this Baron. There is no vision whatsoever.
Still 15 seconds on Doc, no vision, and Jungler is still dead. They might just have this for free. Nobody's really in a position to contest.
Yeah, they burn it with this Caitlyn and with the Mountain Drake, but that is the teleport coming in from Noxian Glory on the back. He doesn't have ultimate, so there's no way for him to get into the fight fast. That's going to be the Baron going down. Whew. Went down to 18 health, but
probably just dead.
Yeah, Noxian Glory is dead. Meanwhile, where's Himana? Oh, Himana's right there.
Yeah, Himana's over there.
Zoning the rest of the team, and Killering gonna go low, but flashes away from the Silas Pike.
I really thought there was a chance that killed him, but yeah, it's not the Essence Reaver Caitlyn we saw earlier.
The double Infinity Edge Essence Reaver. Vital's dead, and he also used the QSS to try and get out of it. But
yeah, Vital did not have any summoners up, got caught by the edge of General Vici's knockup, and that's not something you can QSS. So Vital off the map. We'll see what Killering, Doc, and Doughboy can do to defend this Baron up push from GSM.
Yeah, I want to see the 1-3-1, or at least a 4-1. The wave isn't in a good position for top lane for GSM, but they can go send Vici bot lane. But instead, it looks like they just want to crack the base here and back off.
Yeah, I think they just want to force the tower and leave. They might pick up the top outer, which is super low, but they don't have a wave for it. And I don't know if they're gonna send anyone bot, even though the wave's in a not too terrible position actually.
Yeah, I mean, compared to their top lane, it's in a great position, but it looks like they are just going to reset off of that.
They do still have a lot of Baron timer to work with. They can put another push together, so maybe this restraint on their part is a good idea. I just, without Vital on the map right there, I'm not sure what you're scared of necessarily pushing into that. Killering doesn't have flash. If Yeatloaf is able to find an impale on him, force the QSS, then Killering cannot walk up safely to defend.
Yeah, so I just really want to see them actually use this Baron buff well and push things in, because they have a minute and a half left on it, and then almost right after that, that's when the Elder Drake spawns. So they should be basically rotating from getting an inhib into the Elder Drake and forcing Saucy Summoners to come to them.
Definitely.
But the vision so far in this game, GSM has wards all over the map. And you do see the few deep wards that Saucy Summoners has. You can see the one around the GSM blue buff.
Yeah,
Vici is kind of caught.
Vici's kind of caught. He doesn't activate the stone plate. Doesn't feel like he's in any danger. He will drop pretty low, but that is some good poke. He does not have Warmogs.
Yeah, he's
it will
building
take him
toward
some time to get that health back up.
Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna back off and either teleport or run back in.
Yeah, Saucy Summoners has some pretty good defensive vision in their jungle, giving them some idea of the rotations. And they're actually doing a pretty good job defending this turret. I agree completely with what you said. I wish they would put anyone in a side lane. This 5v5 is not working. It's not using your Baron.
Yeah, but Torchic does not get caught by anything. Yeetlift gonna go very low. That's gonna be an Auction Glory going down to General Vici. PB Doughboy gets in, but I don't think he gets a reset on his ultimate. That's gonna be 2 resurrects.
Late.
Yeah, and now, Killering! One more auto attack is gonna do it. Rito Torchic gets a killing spree. That's General Vici picking up the kill on the Snake. It's a 3-for-1 for GSM.
Yeah, that was really nice. Rito Torchic went completely untouched in that fight, and 2 GAs popped at the same time, and Rito Torchic was just able to put traps on both. So
yeah.
Instant double headshot into Q, into another headshot on Killering. Easy 3 kills. They'll take this inhibitor.
Hey, I predicted it, didn't I? I said they're gonna take an in. Are they just gonna try and end?
I think they are. I mean, there's not really that many options left for Saucy Summoners.
Oh, and now Vital's about to die here. He goes down to Vici, and PB Doughboy on the run. Yeah, GSM is just gonna shove it in and take down Saucy Summoners to remain undefeated in the Noble Conference.
Yeah, Inox blew Vital's flash there at the end and then waited for his E to come back up. There was no real defense that Saucy Summoners could put up. Good game from GSM.
Yeah, it was a map game too. You saw the kills were even, and even though the Baron pushes weren't what we wanted to see, they worked.
Yeah, they were definitely executed the way that the teams planned them, and yeah, it ended up being a little bit shaky in the mid game, but getting Rito Torchic online early did pay off.
Yeah, so that is actually going to be it. Unfortunately, Team Fish Taco did forfeit their game again this week. You know, them's the kicks. Life happens, and that is all 5 games that we have for you. So, of course, Gold is on a bye this week, so we will not be back at 4 o'clock. But next week, Legion will be back for Gold at 4 o'clock.
Accurate.
And, actually, I gotta find a sub because it's OU Texas weekend, and I am not going to be in. And neither is Mark Hames. So, with all that being said, thank you for tuning in this week to the Week 6 Diamond Division GRLCS Spring 2019. I have been Vid, Legion has been Legion, and you have been a great audience.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed it. Thank you guys for showing up. We'll see you later.
We'll play you out. Have a nice afternoon.